decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. You belong. I can't give everything away. This is not where you belong. I won't give everything away. I know all about, I know all about, I know all about, I know all about your motives inside, and your decision to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. Where you belong. This is not where you belong. I can't give everything away. This is not where you belong. I won't give everything away. This is not where you circling your head, contemplating everything you ever said. Now I see the truth, I got it down. A different motive in your eyes, and now I'm out. See you later. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, bathing gold. See inside of our heads, yeah. Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside, decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. I can't give everything away. I won't give everything away. Pieces manifest. Your first impression's got to be your very best. I see you're full of shit, and that's alright. That's how you figure to get through every night. Well, now that's over. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, bathing gold. See inside of our heads, yeah. Well, now that's over. I see your motives inside, decisions to hide. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're headstrong. Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong, and this is not where you belong. You belong. I can't
What's up? Thank you guys for pulling up. Clearly, you want to hear some truth. And you know I'm here to give it to you. You know I'm here to deliver the message of the word of the message, because I am of the messenger of the gods. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that Tierney is the messenger of the gods? Do you know why I'm the messenger of the gods? Because I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini, and that's what a Gemini is, a messenger of the gods. And since you guys need to hear the message, I'm here to bring it to you. I'm here to bring it to you. First off, look at the message I got on the street. Tierney, you're late. You're late. This is coming from the man that is an hour late every day. 30 minutes at least. And you got the audacity to tell me I'm late. I'm sorry, y'all. I just came from walking. I just came from working out. Got to keep my body right and tight. Got to stay fine. Because, you know, that's just what men say. If you're not fine, anybody looking your way. Okay, we're going to see what the excuse is this time. What's the reason this time that you guys are trying to say that your girl Tierney is single? I am very curious and intrigued to hear why you guys think I'm single. I don't think it's because I have children. That just can't be the reason. If I'm single because I have children, then I'm convinced that men rather date men. If I am single because I have children, I am convinced that men rather date men. Because there is no way in hell that you don't want to date someone because they create what they were created to create. It makes no sense to me that you're walking around saying that you don't want to date a woman because she has created what she was created to create. Can anybody help me understand what the hell that means? Body, help me understand what it means that I am single because I have used my XX chromosomes for the reason that they were supposed to be used. You men make it very hard for us to believe that you're not pussy warriors. Let me take Fatty's comment off the screen because I don't want anybody to think I'm talking about him. You men make it very hard to believe that you don't all go for the pussy. That you don't rather have the pussy in your life. Because it just doesn't make little to zero sense that you tell a frog that you don't want to be with the frog because it leaps from pad to pad. It don't make any sense that you tell the mouse that you don't want to be with the mouse. What's going on, my Pandora? Don't play with me, Pandora, okay? You don't want to be with the mouse because it has a long tail. It don't make any sense to me that you tell a lion that you don't want to be with the lion because it roars too loud. Can I get another freaking amen? Can I get an amen? Can somebody help me understand? Can somebody help me understand why I am single? And I don't think it's because I have children. I know some people see me on my YouTube personality and they're like, oh my God, I can't do a YouTube personality. Oh my God. This is a YouTube person. Actually, this is my other personality. Let me not act like I'm just putting on a show for YouTube because I'm not. This is Tierney. But listen to me. Men know that women know how to be submissive in a relationship. Men know that when you get with a woman, the outcome of submission is 98 to 100. You know that. There's no such thing as I got with her, but she don't listen. Sorry, you can't use that lie. You can't use that lie because that's part of our curse. That's part of our curse. Our automatic submission to men is part of our curse. So I'm sorry, men, you cannot use that lie that women are not submissive. Now, once you go and cheat, once you decide to put your hands on her, once you decide to be verbally abusive, physically abusive, mentally abusive, bets are off the table, nigga. I do what I want. I do what I want, especially in a marriage. Especially in a marriage. Men are out there breaking covenants. Breaking covenants. Travel One, you don't have to cam up, but if you want to come up, I would love to hear your opinion today. Because these men are always telling me, Tierney, you're always talking about the men. And I don't be. But today, I will be. Today, absolutely. I apologize, not. But the subject is about men. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this community of men. You got people online that don't have no kids, never been married, trying to give relationship advice. I don't care if you've been divorced. You being divorced doesn't mean anything because sometimes people get married and then they learn from that. They learn from that. They learn from the mistakes that they made in their marriage. So even if you have been married and you've been divorced, that's perfectly fine. Nothing comes out in perfection. Nothing comes out in perfection. Okay? Sorry, y'all. My face is, woo! I just had a long workout. Okay? Man, it feels good. It feels good. It's sweaty afterwards, but it definitely feels good to go out there and do something nice with your body. Okay? I've had people tell me that I look like a slave with my hair, y'all. I have people tell me that I look like a slave for wearing my natural ass hair. And it's just like, okay. I don't know. Now y'all got me over here touching my hair and shit. Do black women want to be married? The question is, in response, to be married to what? What are you guys giving us, offering us? What are we marrying? Are we marrying low statistical men? Are we marrying men that don't believe in paying for their child or taking responsibility for their child? Are we marrying men that hates their mothers, despise their mothers? Because if those are the type of men that we're marrying, then being married for what? Being married for absolute what? I believe in marriage. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely believe in marriage. Marriage is beneficial. Marriage is a partnership. So when people ask me, Tierney, do you want a man? I don't want a man. I want a partner. I want a partner. I want someone that I can come together with and we make great decisions together. I want a partner. But it seems like what we're left with is a low statistic type of men. We're left with men that does not take responsibility or accountability for a motherfucking thing. We're left with men that do not care about their women in this community. This is what y'all want us to marry? This is what y'all want us to marry? Y'all want us to marry a man that can talk down on his mom? Y'all want us to marry men that can talk down on the woman that bear their children? Like I've told you guys before, I don't care what my well, I do care, because that nigga get up. Oh, Lord. Anyways, what my ex-husband has done to me, he gets this amount of respect, this amount, just this, for bearing my children. There's no need to go around putting down the very man, or the very woman that gave you a title, which was mother or father. These talking points on these shows makes me want to throw up. Because it's like, what happened to our men? Is it the Kool-Aid? Is it the the Kool-Aid man? What the fuck? Was it the purple Kool-Aid package? Is it the water? Is it that Popeye's chicken that they had you niggas eating? That Popeye's sandwich? I'm convinced that there is something that they placed in our community. I know number one above all things was music. I know above all things that got you men thinking the way that you do about us women is the music that you listen to. Because there is nothing positive from the music that you listen to versus the other community and what the other community music that they put out about their women. Even African men. She love me so. I love her so. We gon' do it all tonight, but I love her so. I love her so. You know, Africans got good music. White people, I can't live without her. Indians, ding 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 ding. Oh, look at her, ding 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 ding. She's so beautiful, ding 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 ding. I want to marry her, ding 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 ding. And I'll take care of her, ding 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 ding. I want to marry her. Yo, everybody else is coming out with music that loves their women. But our music? Why do you guys hate us? You might have had a bad relationship because y'all didn't agree on something. Hold on, y'all. I can't do my hair. There's no music out there that is pro-black woman from our men. There's no music out there from our men. Not saying no, but the music that's pushed from our men saying how they love and adore us and how they'll never do us wrong again. We out there listening to some bussy shit. We out there listening to F that girl but bros before hoes. You don't think that music has anything to do with the way that you think? I've told you guys this before. I've showed you guys this before. That music has everything detrimental with the way that you think about anything, about your children, about your woman, about your God. I was watching Black Man Unfiltered the other day, and he made a stream about, well, the stream was called Throw Away That Bible. I don't like the way, but I guess he titled that because that's what a lot of our people are saying. But when you look at other communities, listen, y'all, I'll get to the video. When you look at other communities, they have a foundation, and their foundation is their God. Listen, let's be for real. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Hold on, let me drink my orange juice. Hold on, Other communities are strong because they have a strong base, a strong foundation. They all have a book of laws and rules and motivations that they go to. Look at our community. Look at the Black community. We throw that Bible away so fast. We talk down on our book so fast. Why have we let the world convince us that what we got ain't good enough when everything that the world got is because of us? Everything that the world got is because of us. Did y'all know when it comes to collecting debt, that you have to forgive the debt or the debt is to be deleted after 7 years? Do you know why? Because there is a scripture in the Holy Bible that says that you are to forgive your brother after 7 years of debt. All of this stuff can refer back to the book that came along with us. But our men, this is about our men today. Usually I'll talk about the women. I know my women are sick of me talking about them. So that's fine. Okay? Our men have thrown away foundation. Our men have thrown away foundation. Foundation. Who do you run to? Oh, I'm sorry. What's up, Passe? I didn't hear a ding.
I'm listening to this. I don't even know what to call it
Oh,
because
good.
you sound crazy up here.
Good. It's called man bashing today.
Okay. I'm gonna let you keep going. Because I'm trying to see where you going with this.
All right, then.
Because it's full of shit. But
Oh, okay. All
we're
right.
gonna see where it go.
Absolutely. You'll learn something today, I promise.
I'll never learn nothing from this shit.
Absolutely. We all need more tyranny, and I'm here to give it to you.
I can agree with that.
Oh, I like that. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Fatty, you're always late. Don't ever disrespect me. Auntie, what's up, Auntie? What's up? I ain't seen you. Oh, I can't say I ain't seen you in a while because I've been striked. Chris Brown on stupid iffy song got me striked. So, whatever. Let's see. Queen, you always in the building. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Okay. Tyranny's bringing the word. You're welcome. So absolutely make sure you like the screen. Subscribe if you haven't. Go get your grandmama phone. Make sure you go on her YouTube and subscribe to my channel. You'll bless her in the end, I promise. All right. What's up, Mr. Watson? Shout out to Mr. Watson for being a valuable member of the We Need More Tyranny. Always cash apps coming from Mr. Watson. The white boy is winning when it comes to supporting the Black woman. Y'all gonna let the white man win again? Again? That's what y'all gonna do? Again? Well, that's fine. Mr. Watson said he don't mind winning, bruh. Hey, CC. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I love when my women come through support. Absolutely. Because you know we got to watch them niggas. Hey, watch them niggas. Watch them niggas. Hey, watch them niggas. Yep, watch them niggas. You better watch out for Granville because he's pretty sneaky. What's up, Quita? Yes, girl. Bussy.
I can never be sneaky.
He just be popping up in the back. Didn't even hear a ding. Travel One gonna be on y'all heads today. I might have to take away all the riches from men and just give it to Travel One because she's definitely gonna be on y'all heads today.
Ooh, can you give Travel One a wrench?
I don't know if she has one, but yes.
She doesn't have one.
She don't have
Can you
one?
give it to her?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yes, let me get to the stream, man. As long as Travel One got my back today, I got you a wrench. If you want one, though. If you want one. Fatty's part of the problem. He's a black man out of order, clearly. I love Fatty, but Fatty do be tripping sometimes. But he's just an XY chromosome, you know? That's the way into the gate. Right there, watch the niggas. That's the way into the gate. Okay. Let me see. Let me see who else is in the chat. Let me see. 1, 2, 5. Miss Quita, I think I already said that you were here. Yes. Daryl Long. What's up, Daryl Long? Miss Nurse Fancy with your fine self. Y'all, Nurse Fancy, fine. Granville, you should have swooped her up before she got swooped up.
Nurse Fancy?
Yes.
And she got a little fucking mouth on her, huh? Little attitude, little fucking mouth on her, and she pretty. That's a fact.
Yeah, she fine.
But I don't know if she would have fucked with a nigga like me, though. I don't know.
describe the type of man that you are, Granville.
I'm that nigga.
Okay.
That's all.
What comes with being that nigga? What's in the package?
That's for y'all to find out. Whoever take their shot.
Oh, whoever take their shot. So Granville is taking applications, ladies. Okay. If you don't mind a man that can shake the earth when he moves, if you don't mind a man that I'm pretty sure he can cook. Okay. Granville seems to be faithful.
These are fat jokes.
No.
I'm trying to see where you're going with this.
No,
Because I was about to say, Tyranny, don't start the jokes, baby. Don't start the jokes.
I'm not joking at all. I'm creating your resume right now.
All right, go ahead, run with it. You got it. Make me look good. Make me look good.
I got you. No kids, no baby mama drama, but I'm sure that with that trucker money, he can definitely pay your bills if he needs to. Okay? He just wants you to talk a little shit to him. Keep it rough and feminine at the same time. I don't know how y'all men want us to do this, but
Nah. You can have a lot of attitude on you and shit, but you can't be fucking stupid and dumb with it, you hear me? You can't just be out of pocket, you know what I'm saying?
okay. Yeah, he don't want ratchet and ghetto, but he do want a little bit of out of the pocket.
I want you nice with hood tendencies. I don't want you hood with nice tendencies. Like, that's wild.
I'm gonna go ahead and download this song just for Granville. Ladies, let me tell y'all what type of woman that Granville wants through song. Okay, hold on 1 second. This is just gonna be just for you, Daddy Granville.
You better not be pulling up no city girls on no shit like that.
I don't listen to them.
Alright, what you about to pull up?
No, I got your back, Granville. I got your back, bruh. This is gonna be the type of woman that Granville want, ladies. Okay, Granville's not a bad guy. He just talks a lot of shit. But if you a Gemini woman, you like to talk a lot of shit too. If you a Scorpio woman, you like to talk a lot of shit too. Hold on, I got this just perfect for Daddy Granville. Hold on 1 second, ladies. Because I know a lot of ladies be like, what type of woman does Granville want? Oh, man. It's not easy being this type of woman, okay? But it is easy if you was born this way. All right? So, ladies, if you're single, ready to mingle, and don't care what you're mingling with, you just want something nice, something sweet, something comfortable, something to talk to, something to make you feel real good. This is the type of woman that I'm absolutely sure that Daddy Granville is interested in.
Let me do this.
Hey!
Wow. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey! Come on, my hood back here, Granville. I know you back there dancing.
This is for Deshawn, East Lawn, Lil Mama and her friends. Lisa, Teresa, Maria, Tia, Leah, and Kim. I love y'all bros.
I love y'all bros.
But I love y'all bros.
I love y'all bros. I love y'all
to the
bros.
ladies, having babies without no drama. To my niggas, what figure? Say I love my baby.
Say I love my baby mama.
Tattoos and even fix your breasts. I put you inside the flash ride, put an S on your chest.
Put the S up on your chest. Everything out of it.
I'm off the easy, believe me. See me, I squeeze in between it.
Yeah.
I come through in a Rolls Royce, leave them with no choice. Put the hop up in it, then just let me make they throw boys. Ruby red and black, it just carry a nigga. Give me 3 minutes, maybe 4, she be wanna marry a nigga. Fuck.
And that don't give a fuck. And say she took that dick.
Me a hood rat bitch, one that don't give a fuck. And say she took that
the women that's not project chicks? What about the women that's good women? Hold on, man. Y'all go ahead and get the jam on. I'll be right back.
Letting the nigga come all over her chest and tongue. She was still on. I spared her because her children. She was the hoe, she gave me head behind her deal done. Ain't selling records, but I'm out cause selling million. If you wanna take it there, we can break it off. Cause y'all pussy ain't got a nigga tweaking it all. I slang this dick, some of women screaming the fall. Ask me later down, I'm bringing it all. I'm trying to hit you from the back, tell you how it get long. This motherfucking dick good and it always be hard. Project bitch, give me a hood rat chick, one that don't give a fuck and say shit to them. Give me a project chick, give me a hood rat bitch, one that don't give a fuck and say shit to them.
All right, my bad, y'all.
That was a good pick. That was a good pick, Tierney.
That was a good pick. I got you. I got you good on that.
Hell yeah. Hey, I can't complain with that one. That's the
Miss
tendencies I need, though. That's the tendencies I need.
That's the tendencies you need. So you
What I'm
want
popping a
this-
Viagra for?
I don't know why she said you popping a Viagra. I have no idea. She wanted you to turn on the camera and dance for her. You got you a
I'm driving.
Oh, he's joking. That's the sexiest thing. A woman love to see a man working. Love to see a
I
man
guess.
work. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the thing though. You guys say that y'all want a project chick. And us women, we know that. Because when we try to be sweet, good, and loyal, you guys don't respect that. You guys look at that.
Yes, we do.
Men look at good women. Not saying a project chick ain't a good woman, but she's a project chick. But you guys look at suburban, sweet, good women as something that you can run over.
That's a lie. I would never do that. That's a lie.
As a whole, right? As a whole, not you, not individually.
I wouldn't say that. But I would tell you this: most men have probably passed up the woman that they should have married, though, because they didn't want to fuck over her. Most men have probably passed up a chick that they should have married when they was young, but they passed up because they were too boring and not enough energy about her for them.
They were too boring.
Niggas have passed up on women that they should have married. Maybe they didn't look the way they wanted or anything, or maybe they weren't like have the energy that they wanted. Niggas have done that. I can give you that one thing.
Okay. And I know that women have done it too. Because I will be the first to admit that I messed up in a relationship. Not that I messed up, but I didn't end up choosing
The summer, the winter, and the fall. You heard me?
Mm-hmm. Right. The thing is, once you learn, do you guys learn from your mistakes? Do you guys say,
Yes.
damn, that was a good woman, so let me continue to go after good women? Or do you just settle
Yes.
for a project chick?
No. Men do learn.
You do? What is
If
a
men didn't learn, so let me tell you, if men didn't learn and they keep doing the same thing over and over again, that insanity will run them to be savages.
Okay.
Men come to a point where they understand where they're gonna win or they're gonna lose. So they choose to become evil or they choose to get out the game.
Wait, hold on. Whoa. Wait. You said they come to a point where they see that they're going to lose, so they become evil or get out the
They're
game.
gonna win. They're gonna win or they're gonna win or they're gonna lose. So some men become evil. Some men get out of the game.
They're going to win or lose in the relationship,
Yeah, in life too.
so they become evil or they get out the game.
But ask me, why do they become evil?
Yeah, I'm very curious on what you're talking about right now.
Because
why they-
women are horrible too, right? You know women do shicey shit too, right?
No, women don't.
Women ruin. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Women do horrible things. Women do the kind of shit that get pregnant and they don't tell you that the baby's theirs. Baby's yours. And when you find out, that's enough for a man to go AWOL.
What's up,
They got
big dog?
women out here. They got women out here that been cheating the whole relationship they've been in, and that man once never thought about cheating on her.
I'm not
Women
saying.
do shicey shit.
I'm not
Women
saying.
set niggas up. Women set niggas up to get killed.
I feel like when you guys
These
want
are
to,
things that I have witnessed in my life.
but you guys want to call every female a woman. That's not how
Women
that
are
works.
women. I'm not playing semantics with you, Tierney. I'm playing with you. When you make 18 in this motherfucking country, you're a man. When you make 18 in this country, you're a woman. You are
That
held
is not
accountable
true.
for I don't give a fuck. Look here. What y'all talk about this shit about brain development and all that shit. Look, you old enough to go to motherfucking war. You old enough to do a life sentence. You old enough to get the death penalty. You old enough to learn what the fuck you not supposed to do and what you supposed to do. I don't give a fuck about all that other shit y'all talking about.
Big dog, do you agree with Grenville?
Man, I agree to a certain extent, but to be honest though, I'm gonna call a woman and a bitch. So it is a difference.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I mean,
Okay.
though, Terry, I mean, but like Granville was saying, some women, some quote unquote women out there that will have some hoish ways, bitch ways, thought ways that it's just there. I can't call a woman if she a thought and she present herself like a thought. I can't do that.
Tierney, you know there's women out here that had a good man and fucked over him for no reason,
I
for
agree.
no fucking reason. And you
We've
turn
all
that
made
nigga, and you know that nigga was never a fighter. He was a lover all his life, and now you done sold that fucking apple. You done sold that apple, so now he toxic as a motherfucker because he couldn't
But
handle
that's
the
the
pressure of the
problem.
woman
I
he
hear
loved. He truly loved that he wanted to marry, and she went and fucked another nigga, and that destroyed him
that shouldn't
because
have
he was
destroyed
never
you.
like that.
But that's the thing. You men don't know how to take shit and keep it pushing. Like you said, you want to go evil or get out the game, bruh.
No,
What the fuck? That's
no,
not
no,
right.
no, 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 no. Men have feelings too, Tyranny. That's what y'all forget.
Exactly. We got feelings
Men
too.
have feelings too. Y'all ask for good men. Y'all ask for good men when there's good men out here. And you dog them niggas out and they ain't no street niggas. They that nice nigga that went to college. They that nice nigga that worked at 9 to 5. They ain't got an evil bone in anybody. They just want a nice life. And you go over there and you put poison in that nigga and he can't handle that, he gonna wild
Granville,
out.
do you know how much stuff women go through? If women had that same
Do
logic,
you know how
the
much
world would
stuff
be
men
different.
go through? Do you know
You
how
as a
much stuff
woman
men go through? You
Granville,
act like men. You act like men don't go through the same trials and tribulations as little girls go through. We
that's
go
not
through
what
the
I'm
same shit too.
that's not what I'm saying.
We
What
grew
I'm
up the
saying,
same motherfucking way.
hold on, Granville, hold on.
At
I'm
least when a
saying
little girl is, at least when a little girl is growing up, they say protect her. But with a boy, he gotta fend for his motherfucking self. He better learn how to fight. He better learn how to let nobody play with him. If he ain't got no daddy in his house, he's supposed to become the man of the house. He's supposed to protect everybody. He's supposed to grow up and become something to take care of his motherfucking mama and shit. And ain't nobody there to motherfucking save him.
well, his
Facts.
daddy's supposed to be there. Where's his daddy?
I just told you, everybody don't get the same fucking thing. Boys grow up just like motherfucking girls.
So this is what I was saying. What I was trying to say was, women get hurt a lot. A lot of us get deceived into open up our legs and fucking you niggas, thinking that y'all gonna stay, thinking, oh, he's not going nowhere. So yeah, let's just make
Right.
love. Let's just have sex. Hold on. But Granville, women get hurt a lot too. We get hurt a lot, way more than you men could ever possibly get hurt by women. But we don't as a whole. Yes, you have your little individuals. But as a whole, women aren't just saying, fuck it, I'm turning evil. We're not just giving up on love. Y'all are. And because
But
y'all are giving up on love
Hold on, bro. Let me get this out right quick, and I'm gonna let you go. Tyranny, the same thing you just said, right? You know how many niggas in this motherfucking chat and be on motherfucking YouTube done growed up and watch their mama and their aunties finesse niggas morning, noon, and night, have 3-4 niggas, cheat on niggas, done walk niggas in and out the house, got 3-4 boyfriends lying to all these niggas, finessing niggas out their shit, using niggas. breaking niggas down. You know niggas done witness this all their fucking life, right? And you want niggas to believe in love, right? How niggas supposed to believe in love and fantasies and shit when he don't watch his mom, his aunties, his motherfucking cousins finesse niggas and do niggas dirty all their motherfucking life?
I
But
ain't
you
never
want niggas to, you want niggas to be truthful. You want niggas to be happy. You want niggas to love women and shit. Yeah, y'all niggas need to start stepping up and talk about this shit. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. Y'all been watching bitches finesse niggas all y'all life.
Granville,
And the last thing a nigga want is that to happen to him.
women see the same thing, but we don't give up as easy as y'all do. And that's facts, bro. We've had trauma with most of the men in our life, but we still are seeking for love. Where you guys, now you specifically, are online talking down on it. Let me let Dreadman in right quick. Dreadman, what you got? What's up? What's up? Wagwan?
Madea. Yeah, I'm just taking in the scene right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the man that's speaking right now, he's not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's speaking facts. And for me, I'm actually one of those brothers that's lucky enough to have grown up with my mother and my father. So I ain't have to deal with those type of antics. You know what I'm saying? But I got sisters, and I seen how certain shit. Like I got cousins, I got aunts. Like I see the game on both sides. I see how fruitful a relationship could be, but I've also seen how deceitful a woman could be. How she could lead them into some crazy shit, and I also seen how a man could be deceitful to a woman. So my whole thing is, we can't. I'm not saying it's a blame to be put on one or the other. The problem is right now why there's so much outlash or backlash on a woman is because for so many years the man has already been put to the fucking fire for what he's done. We've always been held accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a thing. Like ever since. This back in the 90s from Oprah days and all type of shit like that. Men ain't shit, all this type of shit like that. Y'all been had y'all spaces. Now what's going on is that it's an outcry of men that never had anywhere to speak before, and now it's finally being heard. And that's why it sounds like so crazy. But the blame is on both. It's not just on one or the other.
Facts.
But the problem is, it's just one side has been blamed for so long, and the other side has had to take no accountability. So right now, this is why the scales seem the way it seems.
Big facts.
All right. What's going on, Tyranny? How you doing? I'm not gonna be up here long. I just want to say something real quick. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for having me up too. You know I love your show. I love what you be doing and everything. You know you don't have to do the same shit that these one trick pony ass niggas on here be doing. All of that. Do black women want to be married? Do black women deserve protection? Do black men love black women? They have to put that shit in every fucking title because they don't know no other fucking no other conversation to have. That's the only thing that they can do to get viewers. They suck. Okay, they suck. They are not built for this shit. That's why they have the same conversation every day. You way more talented than that. You ain't got to do that.
No, and I absolutely appreciate that. I do try to mix and mingle my conversations. You know, I talk about it a lot. But I did see this clip yesterday on the Aaron O show when a guy said women don't want to be married, and it just made me think like, well, what are we marrying? What are you guys offering us to marry? And I'm not trying to say that disrespectful. Don't take that disrespectful. Oh, and Kawhi, I'll let you go. Give me 1 second. But it's like if our men as a whole said, hey, this is what we have to offer, what would it be? Don't y'all think that us black women, I'm not trying to be, but let's be for real. Don't y'all think that us black women, we want y'all. That's why we're the lowest to marry that the statistics say, because we're sticking to our men. But when we go and stick with our men, what are we being offered?
No. If that's the case, no, because we want to get married too. So the thing is, what are we getting offered? And this is what you don't understand. A lot of the times, what we want gets sacrificed. We don't get what we really want, and we're the ones that really have to settle. A lot of the women we were checking for in our younger years, we wasn't able to get them. I remember the days when I was in high school, watching grown ass men coming up and picking up the girls that I was interested in, this, that, and the third. Because women and men seek different things. So when I was just genuinely into a woman and seeking her, just attracted to her, this and the third, no, she was thinking differently. She was like, oh, nah, this dude got this, he got the car, he got that, the freedom, all that. So like, there's an argument that they say that women mature faster than men. And I believe that, yeah, because y'all deal with grown ass men before we even get to deal with girls. It takes a lot for us to even.
But please don't say we when it comes to that, bro.
Not
This is
we.
the
I'm
problem,
saying
man.
for the most part. No, no,
You
no, no,
got some low self esteem, hated in high school
no,
ass motherfuckers. They mad
no,
because
no,
they
no,
prom
no.
date
I
was
never
getting
said I
dug out.
was.
Hold on,
That's
not
a
you in
thing,
particular.
brother.
Not you in
I'm just saying that.
particular.
All I'm saying is,
I know
I'm gonna
what you
let you
mean.
talk. I know means I'm not trying to cut you off. All I'm saying is that that is a thing, and people just try to breeze over like that's not a thing. But continue, my brother.
My bad cutting you off. Now, I wasn't saying you in particular because I hear this in this space a lot. And I know you just talking like, you know what I'm saying, in general terms. Because
Because
I
I've
hear the same
seen
thing.
it. I have
Hey,
seen it. Not to me, but I'm just saying I've seen it.
I used to see grown dudes picking up girls in high school too, but usually, you know what I'm saying, that girl was all over me during the school day and in the afternoon, and then she went with her older boyfriend later on. So I ain't worried about that. I ain't have no problem in the prom date. I didn't get rejected, and I damn sure don't get rejected now. Look, there's a bunch of bitter dudes that think they entitled to things, just like it's a bunch of bitter women that think they entitled to something. You ain't entitled to nothing. Even when them young girls was
I
choosing older
agree, though.
dudes, they
Entitlement.
was allowed to do that.
Nobody's entitled.
I'm just saying
Agreed.
they was allowed
Nobody's
to do that. And
entitled.
then when you get older, but then you got dudes that think, oh well, I want to be married, I want to be this, I want to be that, like all that hopeless romantics. And sometimes you ain't really built for it. Like you got to understand that you got another person there. So getting married is one thing. Staying married is a whole different thing. Like a
Kawhi,
whole
what do
Agreed.
you,
different thing.
Kawhi,
That's
what do you
agreed.
think about this so far? What do you think about what the guys are saying about this subject?
Hey Tyranny, hey
Hey,
everyone.
girl.
And
I think they've said a lot. So sorry if this comes off across as like a bit all over the place, but uh, I'm working backwards. So to the whole women older than men thing and going off with older men, I would say that's more on how society raises women, right? Especially black women. Black women are made to grow up faster in a lot of these spaces. We're not giving that time to really actually have a childhood, right? So then, yes, there is some science to the fact that women do mature uh, earlier or a little quicker than boys do. But then, actually, when they've also done statistics showing that when you actually just leave boys and girls to grow up the way that they need to grow up, like without any like interference, they grow up very similar, right? And they don't tend to have those kinds of experiences like you brought up, like dating older men, right? But when society and the family household interferes with the way that women are growing up, then yes, that's when they start to actually have these tendencies to go and date out. A lot of the times as well, I would actually argue that those women were victimized. Because again, it's not coming from a place of, oh, I want to have an older man. It's coming from a place of how she was raised and what she's raised to look for and her expectations as a woman, especially again as a black woman. So it's not really coming from her, it's coming from the way that people have molded her. Then I would also have to say as well, when it comes to women finessing men, again, let's focus on black women because that's all I care about. I don't really care about all the other races. Again, if she's growing up in a household without a father, how is she supposed to know how to be treated by a man, and also how she's supposed to know how to treat a man, right? So I would ask these men that are saying this, what the women that you saw doing this, did they also have fathers in the household? And if they did have fathers in the household, that doesn't mean that they were good fathers. So how were they treating their mothers? What were they seeing, right? A lot of the times women that do this, just like men that do this, they're coming from a certain demographic, right, of a certain place, right? Because again, I'm sure Tyranny and now these men on the panel who have experience know how to vet, right, these women out their lives, right?
Right.
But you have to learn that. It's something you have to learn. If you grew up in a place where you're not seeing the opposite, you're not seeing anything other than that, then that's what you're going to do as you get older. Especially as well, these women who are doing this to these men, a lot of the times they don't have a choice. So they're doing it either, again, out of hurt. First of all, a woman has to be hurt to do that usually. right? Or out of protection because she doesn't know any other way and she needs to survive. She's got mouths to feed. So let me just, be with this man. I don't love him. I need the money. And then I'm going to, go and do what I'm going to go and do. Like, fuck it, right? So I think there's a lot of context that we're missing out on. I do agree that, yes, it works both ways. But a lot of the times as well, men are given grace. Women are not given grace. And then to the point about how men haven't been able to speak, men have been speaking all the time. Just because we've had shows like, what's it called? What's her name? Oprah. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot her name. But like Oprah, for example. But she's literally she's not listened to. What's the other talk show where they had the women talking on the panel?
You're talking about Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah,
you're talking about those from like the 90s, yeah. The 80s, the 90s. Sally Jesse, Raphael. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, and even the one that Whoopi Goldberg was on, like
The View.
The View as well, right? But a lot of the times, the opinions that they express, they're not taken seriously. So when even though women are given a platform, it's a lot of the times it's labeled as, oh, she's crazy, she's just opinionated, she's just being loud. It's not taken seriously to actually hear it. Right.
And that's the thing, Kawhi. Like, that's what I was saying. I don't know if it's in our. Hold on, Nurse Fancy. I definitely want to hear what you have to say because, your comments. I agree 1000%. Like you said, Kawhi. I don't know if it's in the Kool-Aid or the chicken, but these men are not listening to us, bro. And it's just like we came from your rib, so clearly we are a part of you. We are the same. There is something about us too that's supposed to move together. But when you guys are completely deleting and discouraging what we're saying, it brings a lot of frustrating and hurt and pain into this community. It only works with two, the man and the woman, not the cat and the dog and the bird and the fish, just the man and the woman. So what happens when you guys try to get rid of your other half? How can you love yourself if you don't listen to your other half? Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just going to be up here for a couple of minutes, and let me just tell you this, and because I don't want anybody to get anything I say twisted up. Now, when they say, I'm going to tell you about myself and why I don't give a fuck about either party. Like, a woman needs to know what she needs to do after you done made a few mistakes, and a man does too. Now, I grew up, my mama and dad, everybody in my family is still married, like 50 years. I came from a great home. The typical great shit. But see, those kind of women are the ones that are sheltered, don't know nothing, and you really believe in love because that's all you see. But when somebody gets you like that, they will use you. I don't listen. I done did it all. Build a man. I done did all of that for my first husband. I don't watch him do 8 years. I've never cheated. All kind of shit. He done brought babies home. I have been that woman. Okay? So you got to know that when people know that you're naive or that you're just going to sit there and be the cookie cutter wife and I'm never going to leave because I believe in the Bible and the Lord, I did that too. That shit don't work because they're going to keep on doing it to you. So now when you get out of that situation and they say you can't be happy single, yes, the fuck you can. Yes, I made all my money when I was single. My son is fine. My house is fine. I would have never got married again. Ever. He asked me 3 times. And they say, well, you done hit the wall. I look better than I ever fucking did. All that shit is a lie. You got to get your mental head, get your space right. A nigga cannot come into your space if he don't have this. He can't do that. Don't let nobody take your peace away. You will be happy. You will have friends. You will have a community. Fuck what they talking about. Just like you have to take accountability for what you did, they do too. They can't stay hurt. Because women been hurt a whole lot more than men. A whole lot fucking more. We get left with the kids. We have to figure it out. We have to raise people. We got to cook, clean, go to school, figure out how we going to do both. When these niggas can just walk away. Fuck that and fuck them and all they got to say about that. And they want to make you feel bad because of what you done went through and what you done overcome. Fuck what they got to say. What they need to do is go build some shit. Go build some shit, and then you come back and you let me know. Quit telling me about how you can't do something. I did it. What a kid, nigga. I can't take that weak shit. I did this. This happened to me. This did this when I was little. Nigga, do you know? How many women I got abused? How many people just done lost everything fucking with you niggas, trying to build you up, trying to help you get you a career, nigga? Look, get the fuck up out my face. And then they want to come and say, I want to take you on a coffee date. Bitch, I wish you would.
See, Miss Fancy, listen.
Thank you.
But anyway, that's how I
It's
got.
out of pocket. Y'all act
Well,
like
that's what I
niggas
mean.
ain't doing the same thing for these bitches out here.
Wait, you
Y'all
know
act like niggas ain't doing the same thing and getting fucked over doing this shit. That's wild.
You can still be cool, but
That's
you don't have
wild.
to. And it's fine.
This is
You ain't
why
gotta fuck with me, I don't have to fuck
niggas,
with them,
this
but
is why
listen,
y'all gotta
you
get
can't
y'all shit
find my
together.
heart.
This
You
is
don't
why
have to
y'all
be
gotta
with
get
me.
y'all
I
shit
gotta be with
together.
you. You
Don't
know?
be having these bastard children out here. Don't be
And
doing
it's
none of that shit,
cool.
my guys.
Hold
My
on,
guys,
And
just
it's
get y'all
cool.
shit in order.
hold
Don't
on,
be
Nurse
fucking
Fancy.
with these wild ass motherfuckers out
Did
here.
you hear what she said though? She's saying that listen, when we get with you guys, y'all are not taking accountability for the things that you do wrong. Then we're online talking about a woman needs a man. But as soon as we get
I said leave them.
say it again.
Leave them. Walk off like a model. Quit. Leave them niggas.
Oh my god.
I understand the hurt. I understand the pain. I'm
I'm
frustrated.
not hurt anymore. Listen, I'm telling you. That's what I was saying. It was 7 years before I got into something new. And it took a long time. I had to go to therapy. I read. I cried. I did everything. It took me a long time to get my peace. A long time. So when my husband came, he just loved being around me because I was just so happy. And that's how you get. So you won't let nobody in your space unless he got to be damn near perfect. And now I still won't even live with my husband. We're working on trying to come together because I've been in my space.
Wow.
Somebody gotta love you and love what you're going through because that's hard. That's hard when you love like that. So you know, I'm married, yes, and I do love my husband, and he loves me. He knows me, so he knows it's gonna take some time. So instead, we're building a house. Okay, we're working on it. A month here, a month there, because I'm, But it's just. You get to a place where I will die alone. I got everything that I wanted. You just extra. But I love you, so let's try. But not because I need you.
Exactly.
Hell no.
I love
But
Wait,
anyway, I
so
gotta go.
just to be clear, you say y'all don't live together?
what you say?
Oh, she said they don't live together. I was just asking. I'm not sure if that's what I heard. That's what but she got off quicker than I thought she would. But there's no reason to talk because she's not here anymore, so we can go on to our next topic. I don't want to talk about anything when nobody's not here, or the person I'm trying to address is not here.
It's just that, I mean, if you hear the pain in her voice, that's how a lot of us women are. We're hurt.
Nigga not worrying about no pain and no hurt. Niggas get hurt every day, nigga.
Okay, but
You better heal the fuck up.
What we gonna
You
do?
you better heal the fuck up and you make sure you don't do it. You stop it with you. You stop it with you. But motherfuckers don't do that. Motherfuckers bleed on each other. That's what they do. Men and women bleed on each other. That's what the fuck they do.
Okay, but do y'all know that women will get in check when our men do? Why? Because you guys are the head. I don't really think you guys know what that means because our power has been taken from us. But when you are the leader of your community, you have to lead by example.
But
And the
Tierney,
examples that I have been seeing on these internet spaces is having us women be hoes, bruh. It's having us women
No,
say,
no.
Tierney,
So are you gonna put that on the men? Who are the women that's presenting? See, no, this is a problem. This is a problem, and this is my argument from the beginning. It's both of us that need to do some adjustment. The problem is every time you speak, it's always a one-sided thing. It's always the man this, the man that, the man this, the man that. I can accept what the man needs to do, but the problem is you want to accept no accountability, and that's annoying after a point. And it's just no, it is. It is. Go ahead and speak with.
He has.
That's what it comes off as. I'm telling you what it comes off as.
You're not listening because you guys don't listen. You hear her say any kind of criticism
But-
and it goes in one ear and out the other.
No,
But
I've been listening. I
Hold on,
haven't
hold on,
spoken.
hold
No,
on,
wait.
hold
But
on,
quiet. I'm
hold
gonna
on,
allow you
hold
to
on.
finish. But one thing, I'm gonna allow you to finish. But one thing I want to say is, just keep in mind, I was quiet for a long time. So not like I don't just want to let women. I didn't cut nobody off. I sat back, listened, assessed, and said what I said. So now continue, and I will not cut you off at all.
But this is what I'm gonna say
Okay,
about Tyrion though. Tyrion, you just sit there and
that's
said,
crazy.
I don't want a man, I want a partner. So how do you want a man? How you don't want a man, but you want a partner? Then sit there and say the men are leading us down the road to hell, leading y'all down the road to hell. When you said you just want a partner.
Kawhi, can you explain that to him, please? When I say I don't want a man, but I want a partner.
Okay. So the difference between being a man and being a partner is that you are still the man, you're still the head, right? You're still on your masculine energy. However, you respect your woman as a woman and also as your partner. So you can be equal whilst having your gender roles, right? There is equality in gender roles. You both
I'm
understand.
listening.
All right, yeah. When you understand your role in the relationship and you've agreed to this, again, open, honest conversations, right? So you've agreed to take on certain responsibilities and he's agreed to take on certain responsibilities. However, he will still respect what his woman has to say, because at the end of the day, if his woman doesn't feel comfortable, if she's coming off at him in a way where it's like not to challenge his authority, but if she starts to come off in a way that it's combative, there's clearly something that he's doing wrong. And he, instead of taking that as she's being aggressive, she's being masculine, right? He will say, okay, let me look in myself. What is happening? What is she telling me? And let me fix it so that she can be in her feminine energy again. Because clearly there's something I'm doing wrong that's making her feel like she needs to be in her masculine. Right?
So basically, you saying a woman can trick a man whenever she feel like it, right?
No, it works the same ways, because again, if a woman is turning in a masculine energy, but again at the same time, a woman would only usually do that if a man is, again, coming out of his masculine.
So basically, you saying a woman can G-chick a man 85% of the time they talking, right?
And the nigga's wrong, so he's gotta fix it.
And
the nigga wrong, so he gotta fix it, cause something gotta be going on with him. Because there's no possible way she'd be acting out of character like this, nigga.
That's not what I said. What did I say though?
You basically said a woman getting her masculinity when a man doing something she don't approve of.
No, if she is getting to the point where it's like, okay, it's too combative, or if he feels like it's too combative, then not all the time. But usually it's gonna be
I'd be wrong if my wife was trying to G-check me and I told her shut the fuck up.
What does that mean? Please, I don't know what that means.
G-check, trying to put me in my place for doing something she don't approve of.
No, I didn't say that. I said if he's, again, it's listening to her opinion. She's not.
Yeah.
She's not berating.
But the opinion will come off aggressive. So being a man, we already.
That's how you take, and that's the thing.
But if you're coming with aggressive energy to an aggressive man, what you think the man gonna?
Hold on, hold on, bro. I see where you messing up at. She necessarily said that the energy wasn't aggressive and assertive. It could be like in a pleasant tone or something.
Oh,
I would at least give her that.
Okay,
and that's what I said.
It's a pleasant tone. If she comes to you in a pleasant tone and she questions what's going on in the situation, so I'll give her at least that.
I give her that.
But I did something wrong. That's why she's questioning me. Shit, I don't agree with that part.
But I didn't say that. You see, it's weird that you got it. Go on, Tyranny. Sorry.
No, you're good. I don't even think it's the tone. Because as sweet and innocent and nice as we can all sound, the moment that you hear the word man, oh my God, you're always talking about man. Like, dude, I'm just trying to we're us women of your community. It's just telling you that this is where we're failing at. We got to do better right here. We got to do better right here. But I like Granville said, you guys been hurt once, and now you're either evil or you're out of the game.
Nigga, it's not once. You act like a nigga been hurt once. No, that's not what I said. A nigga has been going through trials and tribulations just like y'all. It don't take no woman no one time to get the way y'all is these days. Nigga, I'd be foolish to think that, you hear me?
I've heard men.
But it take more than that.
What?
Yeah. It can be an acute experience that could take and tank a nigga. Like a nigga finding out that the kid ain't his. That could fuck a nigga whole life up for the rest of his life. That could fuck a nigga up for the rest of his life.
Why?
Real talk. What do you mean
What?
why?
Fuck a nigga
What?
up.
What do you mean why? Wait, stop. See?
You,
Wait, stop,
you know,
gentlemen,
I'm not gonna
Wait,
yell. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna
gentlemen. Don't
yell.
even say nothing, because I was about to go the same way. This is the thing right here. You see how disingenuous these conversations can be? Because a woman can look you in the face and ask you, how can you be devastated finding out the kid that you raised your whole life isn't actually your kid?
Oh, well,
She
that's
doesn't
different.
understand how that's a problem. That's the
Oh,
most disingenuous argument y'all could ever hear. And this is the problem. It's like us, we willing to have these conversations. Then no, y'all listen to certain men, like, because you got this certain hyperbolic men that will say some crazy ass shit, and then y'all would think that's all men. But no, for the most part, we come to our conclusions logically. We just see what the situation is, and we just make assessments. Y'all, for the most part, go emotionally. So when you talk about somebody who gets triggered off of just hearing words, I don't think it's men for the most part. You will have those hyperbolic men. You will have those hyperbolic men, but those are not. You cannot make the exception the rule, because most men are no. That's not what we are. That's not what we on. But we just see that we given a raw deal.
welcome to the panel, Bronsberg. Before I comment, did you want to have? Because I just don't think y'all not getting it. Y'all not
No, I
getting it.
think
Hello?
you not getting it.
What's up, Bronsberg? Did you want to have an input on this right quick?
Yeah. I don't give a shit about none of this, yo. I already said it since day one. When a woman comes up on these StreamYard panels that's led by men, she must show her femininity in all strengths of the way. Men talk too much on these panels. So what I'm saying is that when these women, if these women want to know what it's like to get in their position and their role, they must be feminine when they hit these StreamYard links. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the first step. And then we can talk all this communitized shit, all of what you want. But a lot of these women that come on here make it seem like they have OnlyFans energy. You feel me? I don't like that shit.
What are you talking
But that's how we gotta
about?
talk, though. You know what I'm saying, my dude? That's why we gotta talk, because at the end of the day, they say that we the leaders. You know what I'm saying? And it's true.
Yeah,
That
we
is true.
leaders. We
So that's
leaders,
why.
right?
But
We
so we gotta show them the way. That's why we. That's why we
That's what I'm
gotta
saying.
exercise our voice.
You lead with these StreamYard links.
Energy. Hold on. What is a OnlyFans energy? What is that?
Very ratchet, very just disrespectful. Always sit up there talk about men. And like, hold on, accountability.
Well, let them talk.
I don't allow. Let me cook. I
Yeah,
just
let them talk.
fired up. I just fired up the pan. I just put my butter in that shit. Look. So what I'm saying is, it's like the women come up on these panels, right? And then they try to be all, all in the conversation, talk about men this, men that. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear when you come up on this panel, speaking that goddamn feminine voice. I know you can do it as a black woman. You just not trying to let it out. It's like right now, you, Tyranny, is on some I don't want no scrub shit, and that's the thing that annoys the fuck out of me.
Whoa! It annoys you that I don't want to scrub, and I'm speaking in that tone of voice. That annoys you. That annoys
What about your friends?
What about them?
Are they gonna be around?
Be around for what?
What about your friends?
TLC reference.
What about your friends? Got him.
well, like old girl said, I'm not your superwoman. I'm not the kind of girl.
No. You gotta stick to TLC, all right? You're on a different group.
See, Tyranny, when I seen you on Fight Club,
Only human. You niggas want the world to my
but when I see you on Fight Club, it was like you was getting into your feminine frame. You just had a bunch of nonsense niggas that was coming at you. I congratulate you for that. You held your composure. You know what I'm saying? You should team up with security boss or whatever, then with SVU. You know what I'm saying? And then, Kawhi is on that stream too. And I give her grace because she's from the UK, so they usually posh. But what I'm saying is like, y'all just be on streams and shit. Just talking about men this, men that. Y'all don't even get in y'all femininity when y'all hit panels. Y'all twerk on chats and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna start speaking more soft, okay? Because I was on my guy's show the other day. What was it? Single by Choices. I was on their show the other day, and you guys should go check that out. It was pretty dope. And they were talking about speaking in a softer tone, not cursing all the time. So okay,
Yes.
if us ladies started speaking in a softer tone, would you then start to listen?
That's one. That's one thing.
That's one
Yes,
step.
but there's
But you
that's
gotta
one
do it. You gotta do
component.
it like
Yes,
coming to. You gotta
but
do it
then
like
there's
coming to
one.
America. Remember the
Wait, hold
scene
on
with
though.
Eddie
No,
Murphy? Eddie Murphy's
no. I
mistress.
know what you're talking about. Nah, you
Nah,
don't gotta
no.
do
When
that.
she said,
You
no,
gotta
yes,
hop on
no,
one
no,
foot and
yes, she
go like a
does,
dog.
bro. Come on,
No,
bro.
she
Yes,
don't. No,
yes.
she don't.
Come
Gotta
on,
no.
bro. You tapping. You tapping.
No,
When she asked,
no.
so when we
But then
asked the
now, real
question,
talk.
no, hold on, bro. Let me rock, bro. The butter's still in the pan. It's melting now. Yo, check this out,
I
yo.
feel you.
So what I'm saying is, tyranny needs to understand this, yo. That's one step, right? The second step is you got to be like Eddie Murphy's mistress and coming to America before he went to Queens. When she sat there and said, whatever you like, that's what she has to do on panels. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's how it's
hell
supposed to
no.
roll again. That
Hell
submissive
no.
crazy.
Because guess
My
what
nigga,
happened? That's why. Wait, no. You gotta understand the movie. You want to talk about that movie? That's why he went to Queens. He wasn't trying to have no hop on one foot and ball like a dog bitch. That's why he
he
went
went
to
with a
Queens.
thought. Yo, he got a thought for McDowell's. What are you talking about, bro?
We were,
Like,
no,
what are
no,
you
no, no,
talking
no.
about?
He
He
was
got to
not
pick
no
me.
stop from
Yo,
it.
fam,
No,
he got
no,
to
no,
pick me
no,
at
no, no,
home. He got
no.
to pick me at home,
No,
fam.
no, no,
And
no,
you
no,
know that
no, no,
shit.
no, no. I know that movie. And what he had
I do
was a
too.
woman that had. So what he had, and this is what people don't. This is where people get it fucked up. Yes, it's good to have a submissive woman, but a submissive woman doesn't mean a fucking stupid woman. A
If she
submissive
wasn't
woman doesn't
stupid,
mean
she was smart because she
no,
was going to cater to that
no,
man's
no.
needs.
Let me
Submissive
You
finish
women
gonna
are
tell
talking.
me you
Let
gonna
me
go to
finish.
rough triangles
submissive
of
women are
Queens?
Can I
weak
make my
women.
point, please, my brother? Because I don't
Bro,
cut
you
off. So let me
bugging,
just
bro.
make my
My
point.
fault.
Nah.
You
I'm
bugging
gonna
though.
just make my. I'm gonna make my.
You got it, bro.
All right, cool. So what I'm trying to say is the reason why the nigga went to Queens is because first of all the other name, like you know what I'm saying. But that's just that funny shit, like you know what I'm saying. He's a queen. He's a king. He's like, where the fuck do I find a queen? Oh shit, the place ain't Queens. But anyway, the reason why he's ventured out to find another woman is because he wasn't with that. He wanted a woman that wanted to be with him, a woman of her own validity, have her own sense, her own goal, but still at the end of the day wants to be with this man and knows that she needs this man. And that, so that's what that movie. That was the premise of that movie. So we want
Facts.
to bring that up.
Grenville
That's
just
what I'm saying.
said that he wants a project chick, one that don't give up. Demon, listen, that's what Grenville just said. You talking about speaking?
But every man has a desire to have what he wants. It's no problem. He has a right to desire what he wants. Just like a
Listen,
woman has a right to desire. Wait, hold on, Tony. I'm gonna let you finish too.
oh,
But
thanks for letting me finish. I
everybody,
appreciate it.
wait, hold on. Wait, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But all I'm trying to say is everybody has a right to desire what they desire. But you just have to be realistic with your results. Don't expect shit that is unrealistic. If certain things you want is what you want, cool. Just study the probability on that before you just say all niggas this or all bitches that or no. Just know that what you're looking for could be probable or could not be probable.
Okay, so let's just take a couple of seconds on this clip right quick, because this is what I had seen. Because what I was going to say right quick was, you guys know how soft Kawhi talks, and y'all still give her backlash. Like, this girl speaks in the softest tone outside of press play, and y'all
Nah, she
still.
always challenging somebody. Nah, yo, like, nah,
No,
I'm not
wait,
having that. She
can we
stay
hold on,
challenging
guys?
somebody.
Wait, hold on, brother. Hold on. Wait.
Hold on.
Because remember, that's one aspect, tyranny. We said that's one aspect.
So she
You
can be
can't just speak
talking.
soft. No, it's
Hold on.
more than just speaking soft. That's it. But go ahead. But it's more than.
Hold on. So she can speak in a soft tone, but if she's going against anything that you're saying, it's a problem. I'm
If it
confused.
doesn't make sense and it's not a problem, we're gonna challenge it. That's all.
Nah, no, I'm not saying
Hold
that,
on.
yo.
Hold
It's
on.
like
If it
Kawhi.
don't make
It's
sense,
like,
we're gonna
but now,
challenge it.
hold on. But this like Kawhi. It's like Kawhi. You know, she does have the feminine voice, right? You know what I'm saying? I give grace
Correct.
to UK people and shit. But what I'm
Correct.
saying is the problem with Kawhi is she stay challenging people, yo. I don't like that shit. I don't like questioning my sanity when she asks me questions on these StreamYard links, yo. I want to be
No, it's
ignorant
not a
sometimes.
problem.
Hold
No,
on,
the
bro.
problem.
I
Oh,
want.
sorry,
Hold
sorry,
on. Hold
sorry,
on.
sorry, sir.
I want to be.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Yo, I
sir.
want to be ignorant sometimes. I don't feel like picking up a book and stuff like that. That sounds bad because I'm a smart dude. But yo, Kawhi be putting me in that mode, yo. I'll be like, stop being a StreamYard killer with that shit, yo. Fuck
But
you
she's
mean?
still intelligent. Hold on, Kawhi
You
is
can't fight intelligent conversation. That's the point. See with
soft spoken, and
Kawhi,
she'll give.
like what she
Hold
does,
on, can I
like
finish? Can I finish?
I'm sorry, go ahead, Trini. I'm sorry.
Kawhi will give it to where she'll make you think. It's not that she's questioning your mentality. but she'll make you think in a soft tone. You guys don't even want to hear that.
No, that's a lie, Tyranny. That's a lie. No, and sometimes she speaks softly, and we hear what she's saying. But just because you speak softly does not gonna mean I'm gonna agree with what you say. So now the thing is, yeah, I can hear your point. She's able to get a point across because she says it respectfully. But guess what? We may not agree with what she says. So now we just challenge it respectfully. That's all. A point should be able to be challenged.
Okay, but like the point is that even though I speak softly, that's not what happens, right? My points aren't listened to because I'm belittled. I'm not taken seriously, right? And no one actually hears what I'm actually saying. They assume a lot because what happened? I mean, look at what happened just now. This is a perfect example. You guys are talking about me, and I've wanted to speak and say this, but I haven't been able to. And Tyranny's had to stick up for me in this conversation. And even though I appreciate what you're saying, I also know that the case is I don't actually get my points across. I don't get respect.
Gotcha.
I get bowled over a lot of times. I get interrupted a lot of times. And then when people think they disagree, they actually don't disagree. They just don't want to hear what I have to say. Even like Big Dog, right? Earlier, we just had the conversation. I was telling him the difference between a man and a partner, right? And how it works. And even when he heard what I had to say, he misconstrued what I was saying again. So even though I'm soft spoken and I may be polite, it actually doesn't give me any leg up in these conversations at all. If anything, it's a detriment. And that's why people like Tyranny and Ladrea exist, because they realize that they have to be in that aggressive energy. They have to be in that masculine energy. And that isn't good, sure. But if they're expected to be feminine, then they will be feminine. I'm just not like that, right? Not because I look down on them. I don't at all. If anything, I look up to them because they're able to be in a way where they can get their points across, right? Absolutely. And I hate that I'm like that. I just don't have that. So
you get no respect as a woman being feminine. Let's just be
no. Kawhi gets a lot. I get what she's saying though, and I agree with her.
Women that feminine gets,
but she will get a lot more. She gets a lot more respect than she realizes. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
Kawhi's a lot. She's way more respected than she realizes. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah,
but I'm not discrediting anything she said.
Yeah, no, Dred. Like I said, I realize I'm respected. Like I said earlier, like I realize that you guys do respect me in a way, but not to hear what I have to actually say in a way that you're going to listen to it.
Yeah, because certain people, I know. I'm sorry. I agree with you, but you know what? Certain spaces are just. And certain spaces are made for certain people because there's certain spaces that I wouldn't even put myself in because I just know I'm not built for it. You know what I'm saying? So I see what you're talking about. And I can agree with you. Like I said, you didn't say anything wrong. But just understand that your energy is not taken for granted. Your energy is not taken for granted at all. You're way more respected than you may realize and way more needed than you realize. So just keep that in mind. That's all.
Thank you, Dre. I appreciate that.
Ass up, nigga. When a woman say, "God damn it, listen to don't ever disrespect me," then you guys are like, "Whoa."
No, but the thing is, though, as some women, Tyranny, watch this. All of that is dichotomies to it because you could be soft spoken or hard spoken. To me, though, what it really comes down to is what you're talking about. A lot of women just come off the angle of delusion. So it's like they go headstrong, and I'm not talking about Kawhi at all. I'm not talking about you at all. Because like I said, like everything you said, well granted. And the way you come across, well, cool. Like you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of women that's headstrong. They even soft spoken, but the shit they're saying is just nonsense. So it's like no matter how you say it, the nonsense gonna have to be combated. That's just what it comes down to.
And that what I was saying, Kawhi, is like you can be polite or you can be aggressive, but what you saying can get aggressive towards you because it might not be like is you challenging me on something and you might be as soft spoken as possible. It's like, hold up, what are you doing? I mean, why you challenging me? So now I got.
But that's still that man's fault. Not to cut you off. That's that man's fault to be offended. Because my whole thing is it's difference between being offended and then interjecting. If you hearing a woman talk, if you hearing a person talk, not just a woman, you hear a person talking respectfully, and they say something about your point of view, and they may be misleading or saying something you're not really meaning to say. Then you interject. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference. Like you can have that healthy conversation. But for you to take offense just because it's a woman, or just with like, nah, you shouldn't have offense. Like if they're talking rationally and respectfully, then it should be no offense. It should be no reason to come at that. So the interjection is one thing versus you taking an offense to something that you really shouldn't be taking offense to. Just because especially because she's a woman and she's soft spoken, she's moving in her feminine. If you don't agree with her, then interject. You don't just come out and you don't go at her. Like, no, that don't make sense.
No, we're not going at her.
But
It just seems we're not going at her. It just seems like she got that "who gonna check me, boo" attitude, yo. And I'm like, yo, Kawhi, you gotta chill, yo, cause you cool, but you be wilding sometimes. I be thinking that you.
Are you sure you're talking about the right person?
Yeah, I'm talking about Kawhi.
I never see her wilding. You may not agree with her points. You may not agree with her points.
I never agree with her points, yo. She's always challenging Americans.
But just because you don't agree with her points doesn't mean she's wilding. There's a difference.
She is wilding.
You just don't agree with her points.
I don't like how she tries to flex her uni life in front of my face. I don't like that shit.
Uni life.
I don't even know what that is.
And Bo L be in the chat sit up there giving out stats on all that shit. I be turned on by that shit. I'm like, yo, look at that. An attractive black woman by that avatar that be giving up stats, making me feel like shit as a black man, yo. You feel what I'm saying? And Kawhi, yo, why we got all these smart ass black women trying to come at black men like this? I don't like it.
And you know what?
No, it's just like we should be able to correct each other.
I divested, so now you can hate me.
You divested, huh? You admit it, huh?
Oh no! Why did you do that, woman?
She left.
Joel and Kawhi are not biracials, and he's falling for them. But let me tell you.
Wait a minute. I'm not falling for them. No, I think they actually really are smart, though.
You have to go through the amazing Lucas if you want these women, okay?
What you mean?
No.
Nah, you've been shaming me anyway, yo, because you think I'm attracted to women like Mo. You're bugging. Biracial and black women is like my first choice. You bugging.
But it's your type of biracial, whatever. I don't care. All right, let's keep going.
You care.
Let's start.
That was a good conversation.
Let's.
Wait a minute. Let's explore that though. You talk about his level of biracial. So what? Do you lean towards the biracials that look more white or more black?
I don't even know, bro. Like just biracials, because I don't feel like dealing with Karens. Karens be wilding, yo. And then you got dumb bitches like Mo.
See, the access.
Nah, but you can still think about it though. You've been dealing with them. So
Let her play the vid. Let her play the vid because she started playing.
Oh my bad. I ain't. All right.
Part we could argue. Yeah, men get the access, but I could argue it. A woman could ask, "Hey, will you marry me too?" The same propose, like men propose the option. So men give an option out there. The same option in which a woman could also, but she doesn't traditionally do that, but she has the ability to. Now
listen to me.
What?
I don't like
That's what the fuck?
I don't like when y'all go talking about men and women are equal because we're not. And listen, it takes a bold idiot, a bold caucus bird to go and propose to a man. I think that is the weirdest thing ever for women to do. Now,
agreed.
You think it's okay for a woman to propose to a man?
Nah, that's not valid. I say that don't do that. Like a man shouldn't accept it either.
Don't emasculate me like that. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
That's just disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
I don't have a pussy.
It's disrespectful.
I stand up with her.
It's disrespectful. Ain't no woman supposed to be proposing to no man.
She asked Kawhi. Wait, hold on. She asked Kawhi. Let Kawhi answer.
Oh, my fault.
No, I find that bussy.
If a woman proposes to a man.
Yeah, I find that bussy. If a man is
exactly
letting a woman get on with her knees, that's crazy. Like,
what the fuck?
No.
Don't do that to me. Especially in public, like I'm some bitch. You trying to say me like I don't even mean to put y'all down like I don't say like that, like you know what I'm saying, but like don't treat me like don't emasculate me like that, bro. Like, nah, I ain't with that, man.
Yeah,
I ain't with that.
In men and women being equal, we're not equal. We have roles, and the sooner that the man understand his role, the sooner that the black community can get on point. Because
you know what I do say, Tony? On that, I do say that we are equal, but our equality comes in different things. It's like we complement each other. It's the yin and the yang. If you look at the yin and the yang and how that symbol was created, right? It's an equal proportion. It's an equal proportion of white. It's
Is
an
this
equal
what the
proportion of the
Lord
wait. Hold on, let me wait. Can I finish, please, please?
No.
So wait, with tyranny. All right, look. So you got the equal proportion of the white, right, and you got the equal proportion of the black. But then you also got to pay attention to the little circles. You know what I'm saying? Because in the big proportion of the black, there's a little circle of the white, and in the big proportion of the white, there's a little circle of the black. Meaning that it's all equal. We just complement each other. So we have different attributes, but it still complements each other. So well, look here, I could do this, I could do that, but I can't do what you could do. It's like there's certain things you could do that I can't do. And then once we understand that's the importance of understanding our roles. Because once I understand what I'm supposed to do and what I'm able to do, and once you understand what you're supposed to do and what you're able to do, then we could really come together and build that family unit.
Y'all better stop talking about either man, bro. Y'all is doing too much. I hear you. Right. I believe in that. I believe that we all have our roles, but we all know, unfortunate, because of the woman's curse. Y'all think I'm lying about this woman's curse? Do y'all think I'll be making that up when I say that a woman is cursed and one of our curses, two of our
Why y'all keep making it seem like the woman was the only one cursed? Like we were both cursed.
Hold on. We're gonna bring it today because this is Genesis chapter. Damn, I forgot. How can you? Dang it! Oh my gosh, I think
we were both.
She ain't got the answers. She ain't got the answers.
I'm just saying. It's just like you always want to go on one side, and it's like my whole thing is I'm not trying to even go on one side. I'm not trying to even put it on all y'all. I'm telling you, it's both. And the problem is you always keep trying to make it seem like it's the man this, the man that, the man that. No. Yes, the man this, the man that. Yes, but also the woman this and the woman that. And once we can just come to that point and just understand that, all right, this is our problems and these are our strengths, these are our weaknesses, and let's come together and build. We don't have to have this war. Why? Why are we having this war between each other? Okay. The whole world is against us. I don't need my woman to be against me, and I don't need to be against my woman. The whole world is against us. Okay. I need you more than ever.
So but
I need you to also understand that you have to accept some accountability. You can't just keep putting it on us forever.
Let me have my little solo right quick, okay? Because
all right, baby, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead.
You're all good. I understand you either high or you've been drinking. I wish I could do either one right now. Because it's
wow, this is what it all comes down to.
See, it's all good though. I promise it's all good. But look, check this out. So let me give you guys a little bit of tyranny knowledge. Let me tell you guys why and show you guys why a lot of the words that I say come from the basis of this. Okay. So it says in Genesis chapter 3, verse 14, this is once they ate of the fruit. Okay, not the apple like you guys got on the back of your iPhones or when you go to Washington and it's the symbol is a big apple or whatever. This is why, woman, you got to wake up to what's really going on. We are under a curse. We are under a curse, okay? And the moment that this is why I give all women that's been divorced a pat on the back, because y'all have no goddamn idea how hard it is to be divorced. That is the hardest thing in the world for a woman to go and file for a divorce, okay? But let me just give you guys a little glimpse of what's inside of my subconscious brain. He says, so the Lord God said to the serpent, actually, it was a subtle beast, which became a serpent. But anyways, this is the New King James Version. He said, because you have done this, which was he what did he do? He deceived the woman and the man. He said, cursed you are above all livestock. Okay. So a serpent is like a snake, a reptile. Cursed you are above all livestock and all animals. You will crawl on your belly and you will eat dust. Okay. That's just to give you guys a little back thing. That the animal that is cursed is one that crawls on his belly and it eats of the dust. So don't go out there and get no snakes for y'all fucking pets and shit. That's just fucking weird. Okay. What's up, King of Lions? Let me finish with this little word I'm going to give to the people. And I hope I'm not casting my pearls to the swine. I hope there's no swine in my chat today because I'm giving out some pearls. So you better thank me and make a comment after this. Then in 16, he said to the woman, he said, listen, ladies. Okay, I will make your pain in childbearing, very severe. I don't like this new King James version. This sounds bussy. Hold on, let me get the regular. Very severe. That's not how they talk back in the day.
Yeah, that is strange.
Yeah, very.
Well, they're
severe.
just trying to give it to, I guess, in modern context.
Very severe.
Very severe. Girl, my wrist flipped. Okay, so he said, until the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and they, okay, hold on. So in sorrow you shall bring forth children. Us women out here crying because we pregnant by you niggas. Okay? That shit also hurts. It hurts. It is painful. My first 2 kids, I had epidural, but my last child was regular, and that shit was horrible. Okay? He said, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. Listen, these are curses that he's given to the woman. Okay? We shall greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. Like, what does that mean? In sorrow, in tears, in hurt, in pain, we're bringing forth children. Okay? And thy desire shall be to thy husband. It's a curse. It's a curse to
Wait a
desire
minute.
your husband.
So are you not going to read the man's curse now? Like, because we are both cursed.
I got to read. I got to break this down.
All right, that's all. I was just asking. That's all.
Absolutely. You shall, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. Now, I'm a nerd, I'm a dork, I'm a geek, and I don't care. Okay, what is the definition of desire according to the Google? The Google said the definition of desire. Hold on, let me just present the whole stream because we finna do some nerd stuff today. Okay. Definition. Here we go. The definition of desire is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Ladies, don't we all be in these relationships where we're just wishing he'll be a better man? We're just desiring him for not cheat on us the 3rd time. We're just wanting him. We desire him. That's a curse. That's a curse.
Well, that means you're desiring a Dusty because he's not doing what you like, yo. Especially if he cheated on you more than 3 times.
And imagine how
That's your
much
fault.
the men you avoided. But wait, but before that though, I'm trying to figure out. I want you to finish, but please go into the curses of the male also,
Absolutely.
because you're
It's the
acting.
next sentence.
That's all. All right.
The next one. You see? Can you see it? Can you see that I'm highlighting it?
No, I'm not looking at. I'm not looking at my screen right now. I'm away from my shit. I got my headphones on.
The ganja, nigga. Give me the ganja. But okay.
No, I got my Bluetooth headphones on. I'm away from my shit. So like, I'm just talking to you.
Okay. So he says, thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Ladies, look at this. These are curses. Not to be disrespectful to the man. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Mind y'all business. This is about what our foremother did and why we can't leave these men. Right here. Right here. He's going to rule over us. He's ruling over us, telling us what to, even though we know it's not right. Like Bronsberg, them talking about, you're not going to question me, my mental capacity. You're not going to.
I don't like your sentiments on that, yo.
But this is a part of our curse. I'm sorry.
So what was the curses that was placed on the man?
Put some respect on my name, yo.
That.
You see how Bronsberg is talking, ladies? That's part of the curse.
That's not part of the curse.
All right,
that's me stamping my ground. You feel what I'm saying? Because as a man, that's what I'm supposed to do. But you challenging that means you are being disrespectful and you're not remaining in your femininity on this panel, like I was saying earlier. What are you talking about?
Read that's highlighted in blue.
You told
he shall rule over thee.
Yes, he shall rule over thee.
Yeah, so you're making my point. Exactly. So you're making my point for me.
What
you disrespecting my boundaries right now.
It's a curse, though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not cursed. I am blessed by the Most High. The Most High gave me wings of freedom. Watch your mouth.
Hold on though. So what was the curse on the man? Because you talking about? You keep
I
on
just
bringing up
gotta
the
move on
extent
to my
of the curse
ladies
on
that
the woman
deserve.
what that
Hold
happened
on,
after everything in Genesis. What about the man? Well, so
hold
talk
on.
about now what the man has to go through,
Okay,
please.
I'm
I'm
gonna
You're
asking.
listen.
my rib.
I promise to God I'm going to get to the man. I promise you. But I just got to make sure that for my ladies that's in this chat, that they understand when I say do women want to be married? Sure we do. We desire a partner. But just by me saying that word desire is also part of our curse, bruh. I'm just saying, okay? But the moment that you can break free from that curse and say, you know what, you're not loving me the way that Christ loved the church, so te la verga pinche way también. That's
Hmm.
breaking apart.
And what I got you.
I'm happy.
And what I got you. Exactly.
But
So
like
talk all
that's
that hot
it.
shit. Because you be talking to people like, well, I don't understand what you be saying. I hear the hot shit. But where did it get to?
What do you mean where it got me?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Whoa. Hold on. Let's do this. Because I don't have no mind. I don't have no problem doing it. Okay? We can absolutely do this. Do you think that I'm in a bad place because I'm divorced and
No, my whole thing is, I don't even want to get into all that. I want to know about that because I'm sticking to where I'm staying. I'm not even trying to move the goalpost. The
Now the
goalpost.
goalposts have been moved, and until I push it back, we're going to stay there. Do you think that I am in a bad place because I am divorced?
No,
Okay.
not
And I'm in
because you're
a bad
divorced.
place
No,
because I'm divorced and I have children.
multiple children by multiple fathers. I would say not so much as I would say yes. You're in a difficult place. If you want to talk about in the dating world, yes.
Oh, okay.
Bec-
Okay, that's interesting. So you feel
That
like
is
no
true, though.
man will want to be with me,
I
okay?
didn't say no
Hold
man. I didn't
on.
say that
Just
at
hold
all.
on. Want to complete my
Hold on,
sentence.
Dread.
Oh, I'm
Hold on.
sorry. Complete your sentence. I'm sorry.
No,
Complete
it's
your
all
sentence.
good.
It's
It's
not
all
getting our
good.
fifis, man.
I love this
Like
right
I
now
said, I said I'm
because
sorry.
it's
Complete your
moving
sentence. I'm sorry.
because
She still ain't do it.
I am a divorced woman with two baby daddies.
Whoa.
Absolutely. And I have 3 children. 2 by my divorced peach away and 1 by my best friend of 15 years. Okay? But you feel like I'm in a bad place in the dating world because I'm divorced and I have children. Is that
Well,
correct?
that's usually
Yeah,
how it
yeah.
goes.
I said mostly yes, yes. And on because I would say well, either way you would put it, because I would say difficult place, but difficult is still a bad place. So like, let's not play semantics. Yes, you would be in a bad place in the dating world. Am I saying that nobody would accept you? I'm not saying that at all. But you have more hurdles than a woman with no children or that's never been divorced and stuff like that. That's just facts. I'm not putting you down at all.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I had some family members who was divorced, but they got back together. So, yeah.
What was that?
I had some family members who was actually divorced and got back together. And
But that's the point, though. So we talking about in the dating world. So definitely, in the dating world, you definitely that makes the status lower because what you're saying is that most likely you're gonna go back to the person you was with. So why would me, as a person in the dating world, invest in somebody like that? So you're kind of further proving my point.
This is why desiring your husband is a curse. Because at the end of the day, this nigga can divorce you or you could divorce him. You guys get divorced. Then once you get divorced, who's usually left with the children? Who's usually left with the responsibility? Who's usually looked down upon? I don't think anybody is telling him that he looks less in the dating market. The sin is the same, right? Both of them are wrong. Both people were supposedly wrong. But you guys look down on the woman before you even look at what the man is doing wrong. Why do you guys unbalance it? Yet you say that we're equal.
For me to say that.
You guys said that we're equal, but I'm just telling
No,
you.
I don't believe that.
Women said.
I don't believe that at all. We're not equal.
in different ways.
We have
I
two
said that,
different brains,
we
two different ways of
complement each other.
functioning.
And
Definitely.
that's what I said. Our equality comes in the differences. That's what I was saying. We're not equal on the level that we can do the
I
same
don't agree
thing.
with that equals nonsense.
What I was saying is our equality comes in the differences. and not that we can do the same things. It's just that what balances it's a balance. So there's things that I could do that you can't do, and there's things that you could do that I can't do, and that's where the equality comes in. Or I should say the balance. But to say equal as in the sense of you could do what I could do and I could do what you could do, no, we'll never be equal in that sense.
Nope.
So is it okay for a man to divorce but not a woman then? Because
Never said. I never see.
no, I'm
Somebody
just
asked
saying
me.
for her point. Yeah, just to
I
her
say
point.
divorce. I say divorce is not a thing that should exist. Period. Unless it comes to extreme cases. If you're talking about like it's like serious abuse, bodily harm, stuff like that, then yeah, I get the divorce. But other than that, no. Because what people don't understand, y'all actually stand there and claim that, because remember, it's supposed to be a religious thing too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's a business contract, we can get into that. But the whole premise of it is you standing before God and man and your community and making these vows. And one of the parts of these vows is till death do us part. In sickness and health, better or worse. Wait, hold on. For better or for worse and all that. So like I said, so we're not talking about, I'm not talking about cases of abuse and all that type of stuff like that. But if you want to talk about, you're supposed to be there through thick and thin. Better or worse actually means something. Worse means something. People just hear the better and forget that you also signed up for the worst.
Okay, hold on, Dreadman, because okay, hold on. What's your definition of the worst? Cheating?
Cheating is definitely crossing the line, but it's not. But at the same time, it's something that you have to really try to work through on either side, whether it's male or female, because that comes through better or worse. So worse, cheating to me is worse. Yes, that's worst case scenario,
Okay.
and still you owe it to your partner to work it out.
Okay, if you cheat, it's done. I don't have to.
No,
Hold on.
no. You asked me a
Let
question.
me finish. Let me finish. Because you talk about for better or for worse. If
Yes.
you cheat, the relationship is done. It's done. I don't have to be faithful to you no more moving forward. If I decide to keep you forward, don't be surprised if I cheat back. Don't expect me to be the nice feminine woman that you
Nobody's, and if that's what you want to do, and this is what I talk about, tyranny. This is what I talk about the worst. Because yes, every action begets a reaction. So yeah, I could cheat on my wife, and then my wife want to cheat on me. I can't be the hypocrite now and want her to work out with me. I want her to work it out with me, and I can't work it out with her when she cheated on me. This is what I'm talking about. When you decide to marry somebody, it's a very serious thing.
Ladies, ain't no man stand with you if you cheat. And if he do stay with you, he gonna cheat.
Look at you asking me. You see, here's the problem. You cannot ask me what I believe, and then I tell you what I believe, and then say, because I never said I represented all men. I never said
get
that.
back with your woman if she cheats on you, but you won't date a woman with children.
And listen to me. We talk about in marriage. If I decided to marry this woman, that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about no relationship. I never married a woman because I know what it comes. Like I said, till death do us part, and better or worse. I believe that. I truly believe in that, and because of that, I would never just do that unless I knew. Yeah, I'm willing to, like, even if it's gonna go that way, I'm willing to work it out. That's me personally.
Okay, Big Dog, what was you saying?
I was saying, man, just speaking on my personal life, man, I cheated on my wife several times. And yeah, I cheated on my wife several times. We've been together 19 years. I know I cheated on her about 15 of them.
Damn. And you're not going to stop.
I stopped.
He stopped. He said he stopped already.
That's not how that works. If
Does
there's
she
another
know?
woman that comes
The last 4 years has been good. What are you talking about? He just admitted that.
if there's
Wait, does she know?
She know. She knew. She done called me several times. And I told her every time, look, if you're gonna get them papers, go on get them papers. But the chances are to find a man better than me, you gotta go through. I can get another female. But you're gonna have a hard problem with 2 kids in your 30s trying to find a man better than me in my 30s.
That's not
And
true, ladies.
they're your kids?
That actually kind of, yeah,
Hold on,
but
they're your children.
Huh?
They're your children.
Yeah.
This is why.
So hold on. So you married a woman, got her
Now,
pregnant, and then cheated on her,
yeah.
and then told her that she can't leave you because it's going to be hard
I
for
didn't
her.
say she couldn't leave. I never told she couldn't
No,
leave.
no, but you're saying
You
that for if she
manipulating
was
her.
to leave, it would be difficult for her to find a better situation,
Yeah, I told her.
and
I
so you
told
continue
her
to cheat
straight
on
up.
her.
I told her straight up. I said, if you get a divorce from me, chances are I'll get another female.
This is
I
why I
said,
divested, ladies. Be free, be happy. That's
For real
crazy.
talk, you got white niggas that do the same shit. They get worse at it. They just don't get publicized for it. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, and that's just real talk.
Okay,
But
PSA. Get a
I'm just
Latino
talking here in
man.
America.
Go to Europe, get a Latin man. Okay,
but this what I'm
that's
gonna
what
say
I'm saying,
though.
not white.
This what I'm saying about her cheating on me is like I said, if you feel like you need to cheat on me to even shit up, I said go right the fuck ahead. As long as I don't know about it, as long as you don't bring this man to my motherfucking house, do what the fuck you want to do. But the reason she ain't never done it, she was like,
yes, she has.
too many. She like, look. She said, you know, too many people in Memphis that I don't know of that will pop up at my job and I don't even know them. So it's best for me not to even try it.
Sir,
To try it.
she's cheated on you. And the thing is,
And guess
women
what?
will never get caught.
And guess what, Tyranny? I don't give two fucks.
Damn,
Well, then that's different. I wouldn't say that's cheating because then you've both agreed to have.
Exactly. You have an agreement.
Not
And
the
that's
same.
what people don't understand. Just because you're dealing with multiple people, it doesn't necessarily mean you're cheating. And the problem is with people is that they don't know just how to put shit on the line. Like, this is what I am. This is what I'm doing. Either you can deal with it or you don't. You give the person a fair choice. That's it.
And that's what
Either you want to deal with this or you don't.
And
But the
that's how
scumbags, and that's where the cheating comes, is like niggas, and that's my thing, right? And that's why I don't really lie and all that type of stuff like that. Because one of my personal beliefs is that lying and all that type of stuff like that it comes out of fear. It's a source of fear. You know what I'm saying? You lie to your friend because you're afraid of how they're gonna think of you. You lie to your boss because you're afraid you're gonna lose your job. Like, you lie because you're afraid you're gonna lose your stat. Either way, like, lie to your woman because you're afraid you're gonna lose her. That's how I look here, man. I just operate out of the strength of what it is. And look at, I give you the opportunity. Look, I'm single. I'm dating. I'm seeing people. Like, if you want to deal with it, you can. If you don't, no problem. Keep it moving. But I'm not gonna sit there and just lead you. If that be the niggas be acting like they G's. Nah, you're not a G, bro.
Right. Dreadman, let me say this. Ladies, this is why it says thy desire shall be to thy husband. Because it is absolutely hard for a lot of us women to leave you, man. He said after 15 times, then they had this conversation.
I didn't say 15 times. I said 15 years.
Oh, I thought you said over 15
Even
times.
worse.
Nah,
Lord of
it was-
mercy. That's
it
even
was-
worse.
it was- I say it best. We got married in 2005. I said it best between 2005 and 2023, about 7.
Can I ask you a personal question? I mean,
Go
it's
right
quite personal.
Go
but
right
you don't
ahead.
answer.
Go right
Okay.
ahead. Go right ahead.
So while you were messing with these women, were you using protection?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
No,
All
you
right.
wasn't. No,
How
you
come I
wasn't.
wasn't?
Black
How
women
come-
don't like to use condoms. We don't do condoms.
What? What? No. Get the fuck out of here. And see, and this one thing right now, right? As a man, I don't give a fuck about if you like condoms or not. You want this dick? This how it's gonna go down. Cause I ain't trying to just knock you the fuck up. And I don't know what the fuck you may have or may not have, no matter what the fuck you tell me. I believe in fucking safe sex. So ain't no woman telling me I don't like condoms. You don't like condoms and you don't like sex with me. Cause it ain't going down.
And that's how it was with me. It's like, look, I'm already doing something I ain't got no business doing. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
That's it.
If I'm gonna do it wrong, I'm gonna do it right. And
That's
I'ma do
crazy.
it
Hey,
wrong.
I make it. Hey,
You need to
I
make that a
like
hashtag.
Lil Wayne, so Lil Wayne said I make you feel right when it's wrong. Like,
Swear to God, that's gonna
Oh,
be
wow.
the ghetto today, bro. If I'm gonna do
Shit.
it wrong, I'm gonna do it
Make
right.
that a
I'ma do it
hashtag.
right, bro.
Put it on a shirt. That's crazy.
My definition, I'm gonna make sure I'm protecting myself. Like,
exactly. I
I'm
don't
gonna have
need
a
no.
good old time without having to leave with anything. Like, I don't want to leave with no STDs. I don't want to leave with no babies I wasn't expecting to have. I don't want none of that. All I wanted was a nut.
Exactly, and that's what I
That's
got.
all I
got
wanted.
got the fuck up.
And that's it.
Cause most of the women I met, I messing out with, they had boyfriends and husbands too. They just wanted what they saw at that point in time, and I told them what to be. I'm married. I got 2 kids. Woo. I said it ain't nothing but a nut, baby. It is what it is.
But I'm the nigga on the opposite side.
Hold
I'm
on.
the nigga on the opposite side.
Por favor. That is not how sex works. You get feelings for the other person. You're not gonna sit up on this panel and act like you just rude and lewd, bro. That's not how it happens.
No, you get feelings. We're men. No, we're men. You get feelings. We no. For some of us, it's like scratching our nuts. It's just like that's how it goes with certain bitches, bro. You just wanted to get those shit. You never heard of post nut clarity?
Hold on.
Like you never heard of stuff like that?
Hold on, Dre, man. This is why y'all getting shot in 2022. Because you niggas is out there playing with these women's hearts. And then next thing you know, hold on.
Why is it playing with your heart when you already know what it is?
Your black ass with all them motherfucking kids I done gave your ass. So what the fuck you gonna do with that? Now,
why is I playing with your heart when you already know what it is, though?
Because sex brings feelings. And this shit's gonna call you, want to hang out with you, want to spend time with you. Like,
feelings
come
on
now.
who? Feelings on who? Feelings on the man or feelings on the woman? Because the majority of the time, it was the women calling me for a return visit. It wasn't me calling them to get another nut.
And the worst part is you keeping it 100. See, this is the difference, Tony. We're not talking about, because we understand there's certain niggas that would tell a woman anything just to get inside the drawers. Then she get attached and all that. That's a different story. I get that. But you can't talk to me when I'm telling her exactly what it is. All right, cool. I laid it down. You like how it went down, but guess what? It still is what it is. I told you what the fuck it is. You cannot get mad at me. Now, if I'm deceiving you, that's another story. But you got women that don't.
Your fairy tale world doesn't matter.
No, that's not the fairy. Your fairy tale world.
What matters is women
Telling you the truth, and you want to live in your own reality. You're the one in the fairy tale.
I'm telling you reality. Women get feelings, bro. I don't care what we think.
Yeah, women get feelings.
Okay.
Cause watch this. After seven, I messed with 3 of them came trying to knock at my door.
Oh my goodness.
Get all the feelings you want to get, and this is what I'm saying. It's your fault. Get all the feelings you want to get. If somebody tells you exactly what it is, and you want to interpret it and take it for what it's not, that's on you. That's it. If somebody's deceiving you, that's something different. I'm not with the deception.
Does this make you trust that your man is being so loyal and faithful? These men are having sex behind our backs, and we're just supposed to.
No, because did I ever see? And that's what you're saying. I never condone that at all. I never condone having sex behind a woman's back. That's cheating. I don't condone cheating. I never said that's a good thing. Once you set out a certain list and boundaries, and y'all set out that relationship for what it is, then that's not cheating. If you agree to certain things, this, that, and the third, then it's not cheating. If it's not for you, walk away. You don't have to deal with it.
You men are filled with lust, and your
But
problem.
And that's what you took from what I told you. You see the problem? That's the problem.
Your problem is you guys are so lustful that you can't focus. And without a focus, you don't have no goal. You have nothing to work towards.
Now, in my situation, it was not lust. It was vindictive. I'm an easy motherfucker at times.
Huh?
So just like I had a problem communicating with my wife for a long fucking time, and me being how I was as a young dude, I like to fight. And I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, I can't put my hands on my wife because I ain't want no DV charge and nothing like that. So instead of me doing that, and I couldn't take money out of her pocket because she had her whole family behind it. It wasn't no matter how much money I took away from her, she always had money from her folks. So I'm like, I'm looking at the physical, I'm looking at the financial. The best thing I'm gonna get, I'm gonna hurt her hard. And I'm gonna do what
let me before you continue. Hurt her heart for what?
What exactly? Because I'm so confused too.
Because
this just sound weird to me.
Because I couldn't communicate. I couldn't tell her how I was feeling. I didn't know how to communicate correctly. So instead of me knowing how to communicate, I got married in my early 20s. I didn't know how to communicate at 23, 24.
Okay.
So by me not knowing how to communicate correctly, I did what I knew best was that I can go walk up on any female, hit them with a few boo-boo lines and get the puss and be gone the next night. And then come back home and act like I ain't did nothing wrong. Huh?
You thought that fixed all y'all
They
problems.
fix my problems.
But she knew about it.
Eventually, she will find it now. She go through my phone. She catch female pulling up on the house and all.
Exactly. So you was cheating. That's not what I'm talking about. Y'all never had no like. You was actually stepping out of your relationship. There's a difference when you dealing with a woman and you like, look here, this is what I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to be with me. This you want to be with me.
It was strictly out of anger because I didn't know how to communicate. Then once I started,
But it still is with Caesar, but that still crosses the boundaries that I'm talking about. Like, that's not what I was condoning.
And I ain't gonna never tell you I'm right in doing it. I'm just saying that's how
I got you though. You own enough. I give you that. You own enough. But I was just trying to make people understand that this is not what I was condoning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people will construe the argument.
Making man is condoning being a hoe. Right. Okay.
Nah,
Anyway.
I don't condone it, but that was just me because I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know how to talk without being physical. And I can't be physical with my wife. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do this, that, and third to my wife because me and her having a lack of communication. So the only thing I could do to try to win a quote unquote argument was that I'm hurt her feelings.
So why y'all can't come on these panels and understand what you just said, big dog? Listen, man, I know we out there cheating on our women, and I know we out there making our women angry. Okay, I can understand why women be turning the other way. Cause shit, I cheated on my wife for 15 years. Like, come on, y'all know good and damn well why we is the way we is.
But he just said that. He just said that. What do you want? He actually did that.
As a whole, men as
But
a whole.
but that's not his case is not the majority. That I don't know any. Oh hell, the fuck is not. Hell, the fuck is not.
Tyranny. But watch this though. I said at the same time, the majority of the women I was messing with had husbands and boyfriends. So it ain't like I was messing with
Speak on that point.
women. They had boyfriends and husbands. And
But women don't do nothing wrong.
Then ain't gonna you overskip that part.
That's always us, you know.
Right,
So
women don't do nothing wrong.
It ain't like I was just messing with single women. I was messing with women that had husbands and boyfriends. And they would tell, I'm talking about we be in the hotel room and he'll call their phone and I be sitting there like answer the phone while you sucking my dick.
Bro, fuck that. I be inside the guts and the phone ring. And I seen a bitch. I'm telling you, that's the shit that fucked my brain up when it came to certain shit. Like, cause I don't even realize like what's going on. I'm in a bitch guts and the next thing you know, her phone ringing and she's like, oh shit, it'll be quiet. I'm like, what? This was going on?
But then, like, that's where I get the disconnect because it's like, can't those women also be in a kind of situation that you were putting your wife in, except they just were willing to risk their man getting upset, right? So
I had one chick tell me the way I talked to her was better than her boyfriend was talking to her. I made her feel special.
You just traumatized too.
I made her feel special.
I usually don't do this. But you make me feel so comfortable.
Yeah, it be simple shit. It don't even be if you ever watch The Latest Man, he broke that shit down and he like what niggas be doing to their women, it be so simple that they be losing their women to niggas like me over simple shit. Simple shit. Won't even pay attention to them. Then a nigga like me say, oh, you so beautiful. Knowing they butt ugly. You so beautiful, baby. You so pretty. You so pretty. Oh, I love how you look. For real. Yeah, I love
you. Butt ugly.
Anybody in the chat is a parent. Okay, it is absolutely okay to start teaching your child at the age of 3 or 4 to wait until sex. Wait until marriage until sex. If we started a community now of teaching our children the right thing to do, well, I give my son condoms. You're just condoning him to have sex.
3 or 4. I don't know any 3 or 4 year olds I gotta talk to about sex. That's just weird.
Absolutely. You know what, man?
I had that conversation with my son. He lost his virginity at 15.
But exactly about 3 or 4. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like what else talking to the kid about sex at 3 years old or 4 years old?
I don't know what age you had that conversation with your son, but if we start to instill into our children at a young age that wait until marriage until sex, then we can start building a better nation.
That conversation usually go around puberty. That's what I'm saying. That's when they become sexually aware. So that's when you start talking to them about that around puberty age.
two is they don't know. Maybe, but we just need to start instilling the right stuff into our children. Now, let me just. We'll move past the woman's curse, which is to bear children in pain and sorrow, to desire these niggas and for these niggas to rule over us. Okay, but let's go to the man's curse. Now, this is what boggles me about men. You guys are always talking about, I need to get my money. I'm a hustler. Ain't making shit. This is what.
That's the niggas you dealing with, man. And it can't be all of us not making shit. Like, come on, man.
Did I say the word all? Now, if you say the word
No.
all again, you're the one wrong. Because I
No, but my whole point is, right, like, you say you niggas, but I'm saying the niggas you experience with. Because if you experience with a different type of person, then you wouldn't be saying.
When y'all say y'all women need to stop wearing bonnets, I'm not taking it personal because it don't apply to me. But I do understand what y'all mean when you say black women need to stop walking around in bonnets. I get it.
All right.
I didn't say all. I mean, you didn't say all, but I understand what you mean. And I'm not saying all men are broke, but majority, come on now, when it comes to other races, we are. Y'all might think you got money in the bank, shouty what you think. I think you're poor. Let's just be honest. Now, a lot of men are upset because they work and work and work. And they feel like they're getting nothing from what they're doing. Their money is just going in 30 days. Okay? When Nurse Fancy says she got on one now, that's okay, Fancy. You married. It's beautiful. But let's look at the curse of these men. He said unto Adam, because thou hast listened to the voice of your wife of the tree of which I told your black ass not to. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. Okay, so God told Adam he is cursing his ground. In sorrow shall you eat of it all the days of your life. Y'all eating from the dust of the ground. This is a curse unto man. Like, we don't even understand why men are just want to work. They can be so faithful to their job, but then when it comes to their woman, it's like, what the hell? Some of these men just done completely gave up on working at all. But the curse of man is the ground to be cursed, and we're just eating from it. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to you. Okay? All that work you're doing, and the only thing you men are getting are thorns and thistles. And you shall eat herb of the field. I don't know. Okay? But really, men's curse is money. Woman's curse is men. And bearing children in pain. Okay. So.
Oh, that could have been avoided if he didn't eat that apple.
Oh, that could have been avoided if Adam didn't eat of the apple that God told him not to
Eve
eat.
ate it first, though.
But what did God say?
No, the point is, both of us, see, and that's the problem. Everybody want to put the blame. The problem is, we both conducted. Whether regardless of who did it first or this, that, and the third, because while the man also has a strong blame about that, you the head, and you're supposed to look at her like, the fuck you did? You went against our fault. You're not supposed to have done that.
But this
Whoa, God put responsibility on both, not just.
That's what I'm saying. So once he did what he did,
he didn't combine the sin. He let the woman know what she did wrong, and he let the man know what he did wrong. He didn't combine it. Okay, it gave accountability. Did I delete it?
To both.
To both, which means that you have to reflect on the accountability of your own. Even the damn serpent got punished. He wasn't pointing his finger, look at the woman, look at the man. He had to take accountability for what he did. It did on his own as well.
But you got to see that man's wrong, because the man wrong is that the fact that he's supposed to be the leader, headstrong. So even if she stepped across that boundary, she's not supposed to be able to convince him to step across the boundary. So that's what we got to take our responsibility if you want to go on biblical
That's what
tale.
I'm about to say. You just said that God cursed man for listening to his wife.
For not listening to him.
No, exactly. No. Tony actually got that one right. Not for listening to his wife, but actually not listening to God, because God told him not to eat from the tree.
God told him not to touch that tree.
Exactly. So the point is not that you listen to your wife, it's that you did not listen to me as God. That's the point.
Well,
And that's what you gotta accept.
apparently,
That's what we gotta accept our accountability. Like we can't.
apparently,
And this is my thing, brother. It's like we could put blame where blame got to be put, but at the same time, we got to take blame where blame has to be taken. And that's the
you're
only
right.
way that I would. That's the only way our points can be valid.
Adam is at fault for not listening to God, but he also at fault for listening to his wife.
No, it was.
No, it was more for. And you know what? No, you're right. Actually, because that was a double weakness. You're right. That was a double. That actually is a double weakness. You're right because you're actually right because if you think about it in context, and then I'm just talking about in biblical text. In biblical text, the man is the head. So how could the man follow the woman and he's supposed to be the leader? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and that, yeah, it was a double wrong because one, you went against God, but two, you also took leadership from where you were not supposed to take leadership because you're supposed to be the head.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
on that, I can give you ground. On that, I can give you ground.
That's what I'm saying. It's two wrongs. Adam did wrong both ways, according to what
Yeah, exactly. I give you that. I can give you ground. I hear what you're saying. You got that. I can see.
This sentence is it's not two sentences, it's one. Okay. He listened to his woman and ate of the tree of which he told him not to. You got to look at the comma because I know my people are not good with grammar. Okay. So let me just show you when it comes to grammar, there is a comma right here. Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife and hast eaten of the tree of which I told him not to, cursed is of you. Again, so it's not so much as you listen to your wife. God would not have given him a woman. God would not have made Adam something so special for him if it was not beneficial to him. Okay.
I can agree with that, but he also said when you put the comma, that's a pause. He said, look, because you went and followed behind your woman, pause, I'm going to curse you because you didn't listen to me.
Okay.
So he
exactly, like I said, it's a double. Exactly, it's a double. That's why I say he's actually right. Because, like I said, if you're gonna, I can't allow you to lead me wrong if I'm supposed to be the head.
And
that means I failed. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the double wrong comes from. Still not taken away from the woman's fault because it's still a fault on the woman too. She should have never been deceived because God gave us both the rule. So, but even though she was the first, it doesn't mean she has the total blame for it because the man still had his choice in it.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. There's accountability on all sides.
Follow her. That's why God cursed him because he chose to follow her wrongdoing.
I would say no, that's a part of it, but I would say it's more that he disobeyed the rule of God than that he followed the law of the woman. That's what I'm trying to say. I say it's more that you disobeyed God, period.
Well,
it's not about the woman action. It's just like you.
Yeah, you right. Like I said, if you want to say God, woman, yeah, it could be either way. I ain't gonna say you wrong.
But I say you still got that. What I'm saying is, I agree that you have that secondary point.
Can I say this before I forget? God damn.
Please.
But this is why
Go
it
ahead.
also says that a woman that feareth the Lord shall be praised. It also says that a wife is a crown on her husband's head. That scripture right there is a very powerful, because what is a king without his crown? He's just a powerful man. But with that crown, it shows your title. It shows that you have something under you, something powerful under you. And that is your wife. When you guys go and be with women that's disobedient as well, then it will put you in a place. But when we go and we find women that are good, virtuous women, which is hard to be virtuous, but women that follow the Lord, they're the ones that shall be praised, man. Like y'all, so I'm just saying, my mama about to blow my phone up. Okay. Can we get back to the video?
Yeah.
Why not? Go ahead.
Let me oh man. I just messed it up. Okay, Dre, man, what was you about to say while I find this video?
Nah, but like I was saying to the brother before that I was speaking, like I agree, but the only thing I was just really trying to point out is that that's a secondary point when you talk about the man following the woman. The main point, the main punishment comes from you just disobeying God, period.
And I can agree with that. It ain't no
Promise.
So
argument.
then we're in alignment because I do see the secondary point where you were talking about. So then we're in alignment.
That's why I said there ain't no argument. You know, I agree with you.
No, we just having a conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we having conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's just that when I hear a lot of people, you know, a lot of women sit there and say we the leader, and I sit there and say, well, who ate the apple first? Then it go into, well, you supposed to be the leader. I'm like, but yeah, I said, and I always tell women that yeah, Adam was a fool for following Eve for doing something wrong. I said, yeah, I ain't gonna never say he was right. I said he was wrong.
Yeah, he's wrong, but it's not for following Eve. This the point, and that's what I'm trying to say. With your argument, it's not him following Eve. It's the same problem that Eve had. Is that they both didn't follow the word of the Lord. That's the problem.
And that's
so they're both equally. There's both is equal blame on both parts, and we need to stop blaming each other. We need to understand that. Look here, we both fucked up. Now let's just come to a terms where we can make it right. Yeah, I don't want to point the finger at you. Don't point the finger at me. Let's just work together. It's too. The whole world is against us. We don't need to be against each other.
And you know what, Dre, man, when me and my wife be talking about the stuff I listen to on YouTube and all these spaces, I be like, why is everybody blaming everybody? Like men blaming women, women blaming men. I said everybody fucked up. And everybody got problems, everybody got this, everybody got that, but yeah, it's still men want to blame women for why the society fucked up. Women want to blame men why society fucked up. I said both of the reason. Ain't no one clear-cut reason why society is what it is. It's everybody at fault. Ain't no.
Oh no, no. See, this is deeper, and I'm gonna tell you what I see. When I see all this, all I see is a system in place that works and just works very well, and that's all.
The blame.
Because remember, divide and conquer was always their strategy against us. So, what better way to splinter the community than to divide the man against its woman?
True.
And the woman against its man.
True.
I'm gonna fuck up the family at the fucking front, and I'm not saying at the forefront. Like y'all, you have no chance.
They're gonna divide it at the root. They're gonna go.
Like you gotta understand, like this is documented. Like one of the things they say in the government, one of the most dangerous things is a unified black family, black community, and having a Messiah, having a unification. That's one of the most detrimental things against the American system. This is hundreds of pages and they CIA books and all stuff like that. I ain't just talking on my ass.
I know you ain't talking out your ass. I know you.
No, I know you know, but I'm just saying that for the public that's listening, because we on the YouTubes and stuff.
Yeah.
So for the people that's listening, like this is a plan that just didn't set. They want to divide us, and we just foolishly going into it. And the problem is, I think the main problem is how we fall into it is the lack of accountability on both sides. Instead of seeing where we're going wrong and where we could be better, we're looking at why we're wrong and what caused us. And we just keep pointing at that. Oh, this man like this because this girl did this and this girl did that. Oh, and this nigga did this to me and this nigga did that to me. Instead of seeing like, you know what? There's points in me where I could fix. There's things where I was wrong. There's things that I shouldn't accept, and things that I need to realize. And instead of, if we battle it from that standpoint, I think we'll be at a way better place in life. Taking the accountability on both sides, not blaming each other, but taking the accountability on both sides and then aiding each other to make each other better.
And that's all that us women are trying to tell y'all. Please, we know where we're wrong. Women correct each other all the time. I could be on the phone with Kawhi.
I don't agree with that.
I could tell her what I did wrong in my relationship, and she'll be like, well, Tierney, yada, 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 yada.
But Tierney, can you tell the man you was in a relationship what you did wrong?
What do you mean?
You just said you can call Kawhi and tell her what you did wrong in the relationship, but can you tell the man you was in a relationship what you did wrong?
I've had that,
that's a good question.
Once I've had that conversation with Kawhi, then I'll probably come back and be like, hey, babe, okay, let's talk. Okay, I realized I didn't have to do this. I realized I didn't have to say this. Absolutely. We usually do come back and say what we did wrong. Exactly. But I feel like when it comes to you guys, You guys are not taking self accountability, especially with your homeboys. Your homeboys ain't gonna make y'all take no accountability. Homeboys
Now,
do not do that.
now that part is true because in my situation, what I was doing wrong is that they were gassing me up, and I would sit back and like, bro, it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did wrong, but you ain't finna gas me
Wow.
up to keep doing wrong. So
See, and for me, and see with that though, that's anecdotal. You know what I'm saying? Because I can give the total opposite experience. Like me and my niggas, we don't do that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, how you deal with a woman is how you dealing with a woman. But you can't sit there and mislead a girl and do all this shit and then expect me to say, "Oh yeah, and that's what's up." Like now, like me and my crew, we don't rock like that.
yeah, so
But there are niggas that do. So this is an anecdotal thing right here
yeah,
when it comes to this conversation.
cause me, my niggas, we retarded. I mean, excuse the word, but we had no sense when it come down to women. It's like if I can get one, I can get two. If I can get two, I can get four. So when I was doing what I was doing, my guy would gas me up, man. Keep doing it, keep doing it. Then I sit back like, bro, that ain't right. I said, I know I'm wrong, but I said what I'm doing ain't right. So after so long, I go
Wait,
home.
wait. At what age were you though? Because I remember in the teen years here, I remember that. But this is a certain age where, well, depending on the people you're dealing with too. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What age level are you talking about?
3 years. You know, that doesn't matter. Actually, it don't
No, it
matter.
actually does. It does matter because it's
No,
like
if you choose
I
to
know. I'm gonna tell you why it does matter, Tony. Because like
let me tell you why first it doesn't matter, okay? Because when you're young, that's the time to have your life together. If we were teaching our kids, not that we're not, man, but especially when it comes to sex, I feel like we're just telling our kids whatever as long as you wrap up. If we would just
Okay,
teach our kids
but
from a young age, don't go out there, these younger age, or like for some reason, white people know to go to college. They know to go to college, so by the age of 23, 24, they'll have them agree and could be freaking retired by the
them
age.
going to college and their sexual experiences is
They
two
know
different
that.
things. Because a lot of those white motherfuckers was doing some crazy shit, and I got exposed to that when my people was telling me about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had like some of my brothers and sisters, like half my brothers and sisters actually, they moved to Florida, like you know what I'm saying, at a young age. So when they was out there, they were telling me like how the white girls are and stuff like that, and it was like, oh, they claim to be virgins and stuff like that. They claim their virginity, and just they never took dick in their pussy. Like they got fucked in their ass, they be sucking dick, jerking niggas off, doing all type of shit like that. But just because they never took dick in their pussy, they want to claim they virgin. And they want to go with their period and shit and this, that, and the third. So I'm like, you gotta check the scenarios we're talking about.
Whole nother level. I don't know what the hell.
well, well,
No, that's not. I'm
That,
just
that,
telling
that
you.
still goes to what
Then you
she's
want to come
saying.
out because it.
Point is that they know how to play the game, right? That still goes in what she's saying, that they get taught how to play the game so they can still have fun. Just don't let a man go in their pussy, and then when they're looking for a husband, they can claim that they're a virgin. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? So I think that's her point.
Absolutely. They know how to play the
so
game. They're
so
taught.
so so is that fair to a man that looking for a pure virgin?
No,
we're
it's
not
not.
saying
No,
It's
we're
not.
not even saying that. I'm just saying what they will claim. It's like
Hold on, J-Man,
the
let her
levels. Like they will say, "Oh, my body count is this or that," or try to claim lower than what it really is. Like you got fucked in your ass. You got fucked. Like regardless, whether you want to say you got put in your pussy or whatever, you got fucked in your mouth. You got fucked.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
What was you saying, Kawhi?
No, I'm saying I agree with that, but at the end of the day, they can still claim that they're a virgin and it be proven because they didn't let a man in their pussy.
Exactly, and that's how I was just. That's what I was talking about. The technicalities that they will try to get away with. That's how that came up.
But they did get
White
away with it,
women.
and they do, and that's the point.
So
They
that
can
that that
finesse,
so
and they get
so
taught
so
how
that's
to
that's
finesse.
that's
We
the
don't.
finesse. That's the finesse that a lot of dudes be trying
Even
to
worse,
do.
exactly.
We don't
Because
get taught that finesse.
just because you haven't had vaginal penetration don't mean you are an absolute virgin if you taking it up the ass.
Well, we know that, but that's how they play the game. Like how all white
Exactly.
women.
Yeah.
Hold on, hold on.
Exactly.
Like how white women are taught to cry. Them
Mm-hmm.
niggas cry about everything and they get exactly what they want. That's absolutely crazy to me. I seen this white girl and her mama come in and start crying about whatever apartment. And I'm like, okay, I could give you another apartment. I don't want it at that price. I want it at another price. Well, the other price that you want, I could give you a 1-bedroom. This girl started crying. Then the mom looked at her and she was like, I'm so proud of her. I trained her well. I can't make this shit up. That's exactly what she told her daughter. I'm like, damn, these white women are just crying and getting exactly what they want. Let me do a cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Thanks, Auntie. Appreciate the mother freaking cash out. Sorry, choking on my orange juice.
Not a mercy.
That's the only thing I'll be choking on.
Mm.
All right. Let's keep with the video for a little bit.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Because at a point, there's got to be a point where y'all start paying attention to the words and the actions. Women do not want to be married.
That part. Women do not want to be married. Well, that's a lie because it's part of our curse. Part of our curse is that we desire that we desire our husband. So what Chiki said that women don't want to be married, that's not.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Now, if you wanted to say that women don't want to stay in marriages, that would be a point that we could argue. But to say that women don't want to get married, I can't agree with that.
Yeah.
I would say that women do want to get married, but they want that perfect dude to marry.
We want our best friend to marry.
Why would you want your best friend?
Because a best friend doesn't lie to you. A best friend doesn't do things to hurt you.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, best friends. Listen, everybody argues, but a best friend doesn't intentionally hurt you. Okay, a best friend.
They might not try to hurt you intentionally, but they will hurt your feelings every now and then.
No, right. We're not talking about no shiesty bitch. We're not talking about that female that you keep around you and she really don't like you. We're talking about for a woman a man and for a man a woman. We want to marry our best friend. This is somebody that we can go to about absolutely anything. We can talk to them about anything. We believe in the same thing. I'm not talking about your literal best friend, but if you're going to be my husband, I want you to be my best friend as well. So what? I'm just supposed to go marry Poindexter because he's available?
I didn't say marry a Poindexter because he was available, but you want a dude to be both masculine all the time and then also
and feminine.
When you want him to be feminine. Because like for us like if I marry you, like I told my wife when we got married, are you gonna play PlayStation with me when I want you to play PlayStation with me? No. Okay, then so you're not my best friend. Cause my best friend gonna play the PlayStation with me. Is you gonna smoke these blunts with me when I want to get high? No. All right, my friend gonna smoke these blunts with me when I get high. So it's a lot of best friend shit that my wife ain't gonna do that I know my best friend, my partner gonna do with me. And the same thing with y'all. Like this man ain't finna go shoot shopping with you all the motherfucking time.
But I mean, that just sounds like you got with somebody who isn't into the same hobbies as you. Because, like, I would say the same thing. For me, hold on. For me, me and my partner, we do play games together, right? We do a lot of our hobbies together because a lot of our hobbies are the same.
But you know what me and my wife do like now? We like watching Food Network and cooking together. We do that.
Well, there you go then. So that's just different. That's just different aspects of hobbies.
But that was something that I like to do anyway. I like to cook anyway, and she liked to cook before we got together. We already like to cook anyway. So when we got together and realized both of us like to cook, that was something we kind of got. I like to get high. She don't. So it's some best friend shit that we gonna do. It's some best friend shit she ain't even trying to do, and it's some shit I ain't trying to do with her. So I'm saying to get a whole best friend to be your husband, to be your wife, that's crazy because it's certain shit he ain't gonna do that you want your best friend to do with you. And there's certain things I'm not gonna do, and there's certain things you're not gonna do that I want my friend to do. That's what all I'm saying.
But like there are things that you want to do and your best friend wouldn't want to do as well, because again that just comes down to different aspects. And usually when you might make a friend, just like when you make a partner, you have the same hobbies or likes and dislikes, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, though, Kawhi, as men, right? Like we understand it's like it's certain things that you do that I don't do, so we just not gonna link up when you doing what you doing or when I'm doing what I'm doing. It's just like certain things we just don't agree on, and it's cool.
Then you're not
we allow each other to be individuals at the same time.
Then you're not ready for marriage. You're not ready.
That's crazy, Terry.
How is that crazy? Yeah, I'm saying that's very crazy. Like how does that make sense?
It doesn't say that you're not a best friend. That just says that you have, like I said, different interests.
Yeah, we have different interests. That don't mean
exactly.
That's literally what I'm saying. Is that it doesn't say that you're not best friends though. You can marry your best friend.
Correct, Kawhi. You're right. No, I agree with you on that level. Correct. But just because we're best friends doesn't mean we're gonna do everything together or agree on everything.
Yeah, like you should be able to be in the same room with somebody and do completely different things and not feel any kind of way. That to me is a best
Yeah.
friend because I
Yeah,
feel
Yeah.
obligated to do
as
stuff
a
with my best friend. You know what I mean? But with my
Hold
partner,
on, you
I'm not
guys. We got a
obligated.
new panelist on. Let me let you know.
Oh,
What's
sorry,
up?
Tyranny.
No, you good. You good. It was really the man. What's up, Lil Key?
The man.
the
See,
man.
it's the man that kept Kawhi
All the
talking.
time, the man.
That's some bullshit.
Hey,
Lil
what's
Key, have
going
you guys
on?
had this conversation?
Pretty much just tuned in last bit, like couple minutes. I'm driving, and I wanted to jump on and say, hey, what's going on, Tierney, Kawhi, and the gentleman, what's going on?
What's going
Just
on, my
What's
brother? How
going
you
on,
feeling,
bro?
man?
What's
I'm
up?
doing good, thank you.
That's what's
My
up, man.
inputs are in reference to the best friend statement that you said, Tierney, and Kawhi. I think I caught you also chiming in on that, echoing. Um, I understand where you ladies, come from, where you want to get married to somebody that you quote unquote feel compatible to. But that's the best friend aspect. That's like, we
What?
when you get married, you graduate from these things, right? Like your best friend. How many fights have you had with your best friend? Do like these type of questions that I want to ask, like, do you go everywhere with your best friend and all these type of things, but do you fuck your best friend? Right? Like, so
Yeah, that's a whole different, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Whole
fuck
different
y'all best friend.
dynamic.
First off, all the ladies, if your man said he got a best friend, he screwed her. Okay? Don't count
right,
me.
right, right.
And all the
That's
men,
why,
if your
and that's
and
why
all
we
the
don't
men, if your
advocate for men
lady
and
don't.
women to be friends. You
But
know what I'm saying? Specifically, if they are of attraction. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But more or less, though, I just wanted to say, like, specifically, like, when you when you look at it like that, it's going to give you the difficulty in finding whatever it is that keeps you together in your mate, or when you trying to find someone to mate with. You know what I mean? For longevity and seriousness, because that like for men, the best friend, like men, best friend thing, it just doesn't exist. Just as well as happiness and all that other stuff
so
that
what type
means a
of
lot
women
to
are
you
y'all?
women.
What type
But
of women are y'all marrying if she's not your best friend? Like, are y'all settling?
We
man,
cool. We cool.
every man settles for the women that he's with, Tierney. Every man.
So hold
That
on, hold
upsets
on,
me.
hold on. I hear the imbalance. I hear the imbalance. You men are with women that you settle with because you lazy and you don't want to get on the level of the type of woman that you really want to be with. But us women want to get with the level of the type of man that we're on the same level with. But y'all with these other women. Like that doesn't make any sense. I want to be with a man that is my best friend. Okay. I'm not talking about my literal best friend, but the attributes of a best friend. Absolutely. That's what
So
we also want.
so when it
Y'all are settling. That is not going to be constructive at all. At all.
So I get what you're saying, like where you may be coming from, but that's the thing. Men aren't really well. Yes, men are lazy. Yes, I agree with you. But even
Okay.
the men that are putting in the work, when when they get a woman, they still settle. Because at any moment, even when we say we want a woman to be fit, feminine, friendly, at any moment that can break, and it is up to the man. You know what I mean? Like in his rights to deal with it as accordingly. If he wants to stay with it, he stays with it. If he, if he breaks it off, he breaks it off. But at the end of the day, it's still settling with that woman, right? But if you, huh?
What type of okay, so what's that movie called? Why, what's that movie called when all of the women were exactly the same? And if the woman wasn't acting what's the something wives?
Stepford wives.
Stepford,
Y'all
no.
niggas want Stepford wives, my nigga.
Is that
Y'all
no?
niggas want Stepford
Well,
wives. Shit is
maybe, but that is a movie. In real life, y'all all are still the same, and
if
that's
we
why.
That's sad to me.
oh my
I
I'm
god.
actually
mean, I
sad.
don't mean to be mean at all, you know that, but I'm just like keeping it real and authentic. Like women are how they are, and the way that they are is specifically the challenge that is against men when it comes to subduing her or finding a way to subdue her to mate with her for reproduction. It's the same shit in any aspect. But my bad. I'm diving a little bit into
No,
a
you're doing
different
great.
direction.
It makes me realize that a woman has to walk on a perfect line for an imperfect man. You
Mm.
guys don't give yourself reality checks, and that is absolutely not fair. You want you a stepfather while you acting like baby's kid. Like Victor Barker said, the moment him and his wife got into an argument and he couldn't communicate properly, he went and cheated. So she probably was just like, I'm just trying to talk to you. You don't want to hear what I got to say. Fuck it. You ain't acting the way I want you to act. Which is feminine and friendly and shut your ass up.
No, it would never be no feminine and friendly. Oh hell no. It's that shit like I told what I said to like how me when Kawhi was saying that I was coming out kind of aggressive. Most of y'all women, I ain't gonna say all of y'all, but a lot of y'all feel like y'all could talk to a man any kind of way and expect for him to just sit there and say, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. And I'm like, hold up, shouter. My mama don't even talk to me like you trying to talk to me. So I'll be damned you gonna talk to me any kind of damn way.
You see, but now that right there is where it was somewhere that I saw uh something like that posted. It's like for example, and I'm gonna try to do a show about this soon, but it's like for example when women are verbally abusive when they're upset, it's the equivalent to when a man is physically abusive when he's upset. And I kind of agree, but then again, also, this is why I asked the women, you sure you want your man to be vulnerable? Because when your man is vulnerable and he's not practicing stoicism, he's going to tell you everything that will hurt him. And at the times when he's maybe possibly vulnerable and unmanageable, he's definitely not going to be able to control his hands if you're going to be coming crazy at his fucking neck with everything that he told you to hurt him. And I mean, not saying it's acceptable, yet this is just part of the science of dynamic.
No, because that just sounds like, again, you're dealing with men who need mental help, right? They need to have therapy.
Okay, I like that you said that, but again, that's why I tell it's preached and expressed for men to practice stoicism, because when you do that and you do not let someone know what it is that will, let's say, crush you, press your buttons, whatever, then no matter what they do, specifically when it's the woman, like men, we have to do our best to try. The woman is unmanageable. It is what it is. She's unsatisfiable. It is what it is. But that's why we go back to when you get a woman, regardless of who she is, you just settle her anyway. But yeah, when the man, going back to what I was saying about men practicing stoicism, I'm gonna park the phone right there. Man practicing stoicism. Hey, oh shit, oh you calling me a big head or whatever? You trying to put me under with words? It is what it is. Because remember, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't do a goddamn thing. So come on over here. Give me those. Those words are gonna turn into mango yogurt. I'm gonna eat it up, and then we're gonna do the whoopee or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That's how it. But it's a challenge. It is a challenge.
Okay, so like what I was saying was that just shows men who need serious therapy, right? And that's the way society has made men grow up into not being able to express themselves, and so they grow up in the stoic state, right? Where then they are settling for women who, like Tyranny said, they can't be vulnerable with, they can't be friends with, they can't be best friends with, right? Because they're scared, as you're saying, about being vulnerable, which is very valid, right? This is very valid. But it also needs to be said that just because a woman who, again, also grows up in a toxic feminine way, right, then uses that against that man who has given her that trust, which is a big thing, we're not going to belittle that. That is a big thing to do, right? She uses that against him. That, as you said, I will acknowledge you said this, it doesn't make it okay, but him reacting in a physical way is not acceptable at all. And he needs to have therapy. He needs help, right? And the only way we're going to get there is by acknowledging that. Now, if I want to, I'm going to just use an anecdotal. I know we don't like using anecdotals, but it's the only way I can express it because I can't express very well. But like, okay, so my man, okay, he had a very, very tough upbringing, okay? And I'm not trying to put him on blast. I just need you guys to understand this point. So in his upbringing, he got to the point where he couldn't even tell his own mother that he loved him, that he loved her. He couldn't tell anyone that he loved her. But imagine not being able to tell your mother that you love your mother, right? It was very hard for him to do that. He then didn't want to open up. We're still having these issues, but he's able to open up to me to a point where he is so vulnerable that he can cry in front of me, and he can now express love towards me and his mother and his family members. He's come a long way, right? There are also shit that I have to deal with because I had to check myself and realize that yelling is never okay, right? Especially when I'm coming to a man who, again, doesn't know how to express himself. I never knew that. I had to learn that. But again, these are things that you have to learn, and you have to be in an environment where you can do that. If you cannot do that, we will never grow as people, right? First and foremost. So you have to recognize these things. And most people aren't going to be as lucky as me and my partner, right? Most people are going to need that therapy. So what I want everybody in the chat to know that are listening, if you are unable to be vulnerable with a woman, if your first thought is that she's going to use it against you, first of all, definitely vet those women, right? Because again, you can find a woman, right, who will respect you and not do that. But also, if you can, please get help. In any way, please get professional help. And that's what I want to say about that.
Thank you, Kawhi. Hey, Sirius, welcome to the panel.
Hey, what's up?
Which part did you come in that you want to make a comment on?
I do want to remark back to Kawhi, but I'll hold.
Okay.
I missed everything except for what she just said. When you're being vulnerable with a woman, and some women like to use that as a weapon against you. I've dealt with that before.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's not cool because some men, they're not going to be able to withhold restraint. Some men just use their words, and some men, they may go overboard with that. You know,
but even words are detrimental. Words, your tongue is like a sword. So let me read this to you guys right quick before I line King, same thing. Before you reply to Kawhi. So these are two forums that I got the other day because baby daddy getting on my motherfucking nerves. We're trying to get with these kids, and it's just too much. And sometimes it's good to get good advice from other people, especially us women. So, ladies, these are 10 signs of, and fellas, these are 10 signs of a healthy relationship, and these are 10 signs of a toxic relationship. Okay, the first one says, for a healthy relationship, comfortable pace, okay? The relationship moves at a speed that feels enjoyable for each person. So if you're not ready to have sex and he's telling you that's the only way for you to be with him, fuck it. Fuck it then. I'm going to keep it pushing because then you're going to continue to force me to do something I'm not ready for.
That's common sense. You said that's toxic or healthy? I'm sorry.
No, sorry. These are the healthy. A comfortable pace. If you can move at a comfortable pace with someone, okay? You're not ready to spend 10K on her, but she's asking you to please spend 10K on me this month. If you're not ready for that, okay, then she's gonna be a fast one. You know, she might not be the right one. The next one is honesty. If y'all find, let me read it. You can be truthful and candid without fearing how the other person will respond.
Correct.
So if you got something that you want to tell someone, and they respond in a way that you don't like that kind of gives you fear, or you get scared just to talk to your best friend. You could talk to your best friend about anything. Okay. If I tell you something, I'm scared to tell you, not that I cheated on you, but anything else, like, okay, that's a sign of toxicity. But anyways, respect. I'm saying, like, if I can't tell you something in fear of how you're going to react, then if I can't tell you to take out the trash in fear of you yelling at me and telling me I'm
No, Terry, but even going deeper than what I was talking about in the beginning. Well, like, look here, this is what I'm about, period. And if you fuck with me, this is it. If you not, you not. But there's niggas that's like that. That will give you that option.
So that'll fall under the first one, comfortable pace. If a man is telling you he's gonna fuck on you and he gonna fuck on other women, and you better accept it. If you don't want that, he's not the right one for you. It's gonna be
Exactly. You have that choice.
okay. Respect is the next one. You value one another's beliefs and opinions, and love one another for who you are as a person. The next one is kindness. Okay, you are caring and empathetic to one another. The next one is healthy conflict. Openly and respectfully. Listen, big dog. If y'all got noise in your background, because I'm giving some knowledge right quick.
Somebody working the garbage industry or something. Sound like a garbage truck or some shit.
I think that's Dread Man. Okay. Next one is healthy conflict. Openly and respectfully discussing issues and confronting disagreements non-judgmentally. Okay. So if you can have when I'm in relationships, I understand that I have the unpopular opinion. So the man that I'm with is going to have to understand this is how tyranny feels. And if you want to argue with me, bruh, I can't do the argument. I can sit on panels and have conversations all day with people, but we're not finna argue. You're not finna start. I can't do that. Okay, so healthy conflicts, bruh. We can agree to disagree, keep it pushing. We can talk about it later if it needs to be talked about. Trust, independence. You have space to be yourself outside of the relationship. Absolutely. That falls into trust. I best to be able to trust your black ass. Okay. Equality. The relationship feels balanced. Taking responsibility. Okay. Owning your own actions and words. Owning your own actions and words. I love that. Okay. Stop pointing the finger at him when it was you. Stop pointing the finger at her and reflect on you. Reflect on you. Taking accountability for your own shit. And then fun, okay? You can have fun. We can go out. If you like to Netflix and chill, find you someone that like to Netflix and chill, bruh. Don't get with someone that likes to Netflix and chill and you like to go out there and have freedom. I can't do it. I would never be with a man that says he likes to Netflix and chill and don't want to go nowhere. That's not my cup of tea. Okay. And then, anybody got any questions before I read the 10 toxic things in relationships?
No, this is good.
Okay. And then the 10 toxic things in a motherfucking relationship, niggas. Number 1, intensity. Okay. When someone expresses very extreme feelings and over-the-top behavior that feels overwhelming. Okay. So when you're talking to someone and you just feel the intensity, you just feel the pressure, like sometimes like, damn, I want to get out the car. Is this nigga about to kill me? That's a sign of toxicity. Is this girl gonna snap me in the back of the head? Get away from that. That's toxic. Manipulation. Okay. When someone tries to control your decisions, actions, and emotions. Big dog, not trying to throw you out there, but big dog ain't the only one. Cause I've heard my ex tell me the same. Oh, woo, you think I'll be with you one now? You got 3 kids, and we divorced. I don't give a damn who wants to be with me. And truthfully, to be honest, I've had no problem in my dating life. Actually, no problem. But yes, that's a part of manipulation. When you try to say things to people that's gonna make them feel some type of way, that's gonna control their decisions, actions, or emotions. Don't control me, nigga. Sabotage. When someone purposely ruins your reputation, like if I'm dating you serious, and then you come on here and you're like, look at you got your boobs out. Look at how these women treat you. Look at this. Look, you talking to these men. When you're trying to sabotage someone's reputation, achievements, or success, that is toxic. That is a trait of toxicity. Okay? Guilting. When someone makes you feel responsible for their actions, or it makes you feel like it's your job to keep them happy. Okay, so I ain't like this because it's your fault, and because you ain't made me feel the way I need to feel as a man, I'm gonna go screw your sister. Yeah, that's toxic. Someone blaming you, just that whole blame game. Anyways, Deflecting responsibility when someone repeatedly makes excuses for their unhealthy behavior. Okay? Repeatedly. There was this one nigga I was talking to and he didn't want to give me $1. And he swear I got you next time I get paid. I got you. He had 2 times to tell me that the relationship was over. We're not finna do that. We're not finna start off broke, nigga. And I know you're not broke. I know how much money you make. Okay? Deflecting responsibility. You're supposed to take out the trash. You're supposed to pick up the kids. You're supposed to love your wife, bro. We're supposed to be going to church. You told me that we was going to go to Six Flags this weekend. Reflecting responsibility, which also falls into trusting someone. Okay? Possessiveness. When someone is jealous to a point where they try to control who you spend time with and what you do. Okay? Control. That word has been in a couple of these so far. Control is a sign of toxicity. Isolation. I'm sorry, I only got 4 more to go. Isolation. When someone keeps you away from friends, family, or other people. Belittling. When someone does and says things to make you feel bad about yourself. Ooh, I can't stand that. Okay. Don't let me open up to you and confide in you about something very important or that happened in my life. And then you try to throw that shit back at me and belittle me and make me feel dumb and stupid. I know a lot of us do that, go through that, where we have a partner. Maybe you're even the person that does it, where your woman or your man tell you something, and then you say, yeah, that's why you failed your test last week because you're dumb and stupid. That's a sign of toxicity. Okay? Last 2, volatility. When someone has a really strong, unpredictable reaction that makes you feel scared, confused, or intimidated. Okay, like when Sirius be talking about I'm a drive off the cliff and I'm bringing that bitch with me. Absolutely not. Volatility.
That's 2 times you use me as an example. That's 2 times already.
And betrayal. When someone is disloyal or acts in an intentionally dishonest way. And if you don't know what that is, just think about y'all baby daddies, because I know them niggas is always out there doing something crazy, especially if you know what women do too. I've heard about some bad baby mamas. I'm not even sure how y'all get caught up with those type of women, because this is my thing. Men can be manipulative where you don't even see it, but a woman, we are who we are. We are what we are. It's kind of hard for you guys not to see manipulation in us. Because a woman is the symbolism of purity, of virtuous. So you would be able to detect that in a woman, bro. Like, but
what confuses me is that they say that we're deceivers, right? That we lie and all this stuff on these panels, but then they don't see it when they're with the baby mamas. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, especially the baby mom. Like I said, men are good at smiling and telling you a lie. It's easy for you to it's hard for you to detect that from a man, and they know that. But with the woman, I mean, she you guys know.
Like, it's the same logic that it's the same logic that they use when they literally just said on this panel today that men say anything to get in women's pants, right? You're gonna tell her that she looks beautiful even though you know she's ugly and yeah, and it's like. But then when we're saying that men deceive us, oh, well, you should have.
That's ladies actually wear cosmetic enhancements to enhance your beauty. And, actually, if a man would probably be honest with you with what that, you're hideous while you're using the cosmetic enhancement, it may hurt your feelings. And that would, diminish his opportunity to get into the sack with you. So I think it's probably good game for him to, give you some courtesy to lie and make you feel like, all right, cool. At least he's in protection of my emotions, because obviously I have some sort of insecurity given the cosmetic enhancements. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should give the men a little bit of leadway with that one.
I mean, I like honesty. My man tells me when I'm looking ugly or when I'm looking fat.
Cool, but that's would you have appreciated that the first day you met? Like, damn, girl, you ugly, but can I get your number?
but I mean, I'm not ugly. So, or at least not to him, right? He wouldn't call me ugly if he doesn't think I'm ugly. Does that make sense?
But you just said that you like honesty. Your man tells you sometimes when you ugly. That's quote what you said.
No,
So
ugly. I use the word ugly because that's what we were talking about. But like, facts, so for example, I put on a bit of weight and he tells me I look fat, but I'm not ugly to him because he's attracted to me. Does that
Well,
make sense?
basically, what if he would have said, shout it,
I'm sorry, bro.
shout it, you ain't my type, but can you give me your number?
Somebody's got an echo.
Sorry,
Why?
start talking again, big dog.
I was saying, Kawhi, what if he would have told you, you know what, you ain't my type. I only usually mess with little light skins and all that right there, but shit, shoot me your number anyway and see what can happen.
If
Then
I was
what?
the type of woman to sleep around, then it wouldn't matter to me, right? Because I just want dick at that point. But I'm not that type of woman, and that's not what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
that wouldn't fall into manipulation if he's saying you ugly, but I want your number. That would fall into trust. Can I trust you to be honest? That would be the first thing he would be breaking. You're already lying, bruh.
Would you talk to a dude that came out and called you ugly at first?
Yeah, if, like I said, if we were just looking to have sex, then I don't need any of that stuff. Like, I just want your dick. Like, you're not sexy to me at that point either. Like, I just want the dick. So
I find this hard to believe, but okay.
Yeah, I'm like, it's hard to believe that you're gonna talk to a dude that call you ugly or fat in the beginning.
like I prefaced it. If it's just for the dick.
If it's just for the dick, then I call
Hey, I'm about to
you
walk
anything.
into the dentist office, but I'll be back.
All right,
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think some women would be like, okay, let me be honest, like, not that I'm not, but if I was younger and a man said, man, you ugly girl, but can I get your number, in a joking way? If I was younger, I would probably still give him my number because I would probably think he's just joking. He probably thinks I'm pretty because like it took me a while to learn, like, listen to what people say. And what people say is exactly how they feel. Okay? It's coming from their minds, their hearts, their throats. It's coming from them. Listen to what people say. If a man walked up to me now and told me that you're ugly, can I get your number? I'd be like, I'm not as ugly as your mama. First off, don't ever disrespect me. And secondly, no, because you just told me what you really think of me. No, I was just joking. Well, if you were just joking, now I know the things that you would say to me to try to get a reaction out of me. You know? Now I'm a little bit wiser. But, you know, all those things on that list, all those things on that list when it comes to unhealthy relationship, listen to that shit. Intensity, manipulation, sabotage, guilt, deflecting responsibility, possessiveness, isolation, belittling, volatility, and betrayal.
Well, let me ask you a question though, Trin. Is it men heavy, woman heavy, or equally goes hand in hand, both men and women?
This is just 10 signs of toxic relationship.
I'm asking for your personal opinion.
Oh, about what?
Is it more on the men's side, the women's side, or down the middle?
No, this falls for women too. These are signs of you guys to look for in a woman too.
So it's down the middle. That's what you're saying?
Absolutely. So look,
Okay,
if we talk this about women, intensity, when someone expresses very extreme feelings and over-the-top behavior that feels overwhelming. So if your woman's yelling at you, I think you a bitch ass nigga. Nah, I think you ain't shit. Nah, fuck your feelings, hoe ass bitch. I know y'all niggas have fun. That's intensity, bro. That gets y'all shaking. That gets y'all, I know this bitch didn't just talk about my mama. That gets y'all pissed off. And I understand that. I don't do none of that. But if a woman can get you intense, keep it pushing. She's toxic. She's not going to change. Okay? Manipulation. What does it say? When someone tries to control your decisions, actions, or emotions. If a woman don't trust you, then she will eventually start to manipulate you into doing what she wants you to do. The moment you guys step out of the relationship or you break some type of trust in some type of way, it will fall into her being manipulative to you. Not a good woman. We're not talking about all women, okay? But majority, okay? Sabotage. She will go online, even if y'all just got into an argument. This little dick ass nigga don't do shit for his kids. fuck his hoe ass. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but y'all know these are signs of a toxic. Even women that don't talk like that. You know, the very quiet ones that could be a little bit sneaky, like they, you know, try to go back, talk to your cousins, get your homeboy's phone number, and be like, hey, yeah, you know, Michael really doesn't like you. You know, he really said he can stay away. Okay, guilting. When a woman makes you feel responsible for her actions or make you feel like it's your job to keep her happy, that usually to me falls into cheating. For me, when it comes to a woman, well, I did this. I screwed your homeboy nigga because you weren't doing the job. So I'm with another man because you didn't bring in enough money. You wouldn't give me enough attention. So, you know, guilting you into why they did what they did. These are signs of a woman that I'm telling you about. Deflecting responsibility. Okay, a lot of that either goes off on your children or just responsibility as a woman. I mean, women know that usually it's the man's castle too. He can clean his house too. But if as normal things that women do, which is to clean and cook and make sure the clothes are washed and folded, make sure the kids are good. Not that the man don't do it too. That's not what I'm saying. But just as from the nurturer, if a woman is deflecting from those responsibilities, okay, that's not a good sign. You're going to always come home and be frustrated. She's not keeping up her responsibilities. You know, this falls into women too. Absolutely.
I was just trying to see, you know, hear you elaborate on that part. You know,
yeah,
no
I
argument
definitely see
over it.
black women be Caucasian women too. Absolutely. Actually, when it comes to the Caucasian women and black men, they're really good at belittling. But when a woman belittles you, you know, I think that's the same thing as guilty, putting you down, making you feel bad. You know, that's why you lost your kids. That's why, you know, if a woman starts a sentence off, that's why she's about to hurt your feelings. You might as well go on and keep it pushing. Just go on and walk away. Just go on and walk away. I definitely believe in uplifting our men because I do feel like that a lot of our men was not taught how to express emotions. So you guys bottled it all up until it became TNT.
That's me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that's something that you got to work on because you can either hurt someone or you can raise your children up like that. Don't even know that you're raising your children up to be fire bombs. All this paperwork. You know, and kids see everything. Kids see everything. So if y'all are in a relationship with a toxic person, your kids are seeing it. If you're toxic, your kids are seeing it. If you're a good person, your kids see that too. You know? So y'all cheating on your husbands, man, in front of your daughters, in front of your sons, you know, and vice versa, it's not good. What Josh said, that's white men as well. Just saying. Josh, I've never dated a white man. I don't know how it is over there in the white man world, but I've never dated a white man. But Josh said they host it.
Yes, his words about it. I agree with him. I believe it.
Okay.
It is everywhere. It is spread like wildfire. It is out of control. Honestly, I believe that we are at a bad time where it's possible that we could be dwindling and destroying ourselves. See, the dinosaurs got lucky, you know. Something else did that to them, but we are destroying ourselves.
Exactly. We are destroying ourselves. And like I had read earlier from Genesis, God told the serpent what the serpent did wrong, told the woman what the woman did wrong, told the man what the man did wrong. It was not all of you were punished because you did wrong. Now get out of the garden. No, he told them exactly what they did. So it's all about taking self-accountability, okay? Mm-hmm. Not deflecting responsibility, but taking responsibility, owning your own actions and words, okay? All right, let's keep with the video.
Like this is very clear. It's very clear. It's very clear and it's very evident. They don't see benefit in marriage. They tell you they don't see benefit in marriage. They don't want to be married. They want to get money. They want other things.
If that ain't so far from the truth, I don't know what the hell that is. Why would women tell you that we don't want to get married? We just want money. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to stop calling girls women. Because that makes it just don't make any sense to me. Maybe in my age frame. I just want some money. I don't want no marriage. That sounds like a young girl with no experience.
Like, so you sitting here trying to you can't hang something over somebody's head if they don't want it. If you sit here and say, I won't do whatever, something I dislike, and I go, great, I don't want it no way. What does it matter? You can't sit here and be like, well, that's why women not getting married. And women response is, you know what? I don't care to be married. Yeah, you know what they see? You know what they see marriage? Do you know they see marriage as? They see marriage as a slavery contract.
Women see marriage as a slavery contract. Women do not go into marriages thinking that it's going to be a slavery contract. Women go into marriages thinking we're going to be Cinderella. That's how we go into marriages, thinking, oh, I'm married. This man is going to be everything for me. He's going to give me everything I want, and I'm going to give him everything he wants. And we're just going to be in love and happy all the time. We don't go into marriages thinking we're slaves. I don't know where he got that from, but okay.
To where this person, she said,
but Chicky, we can also argue that young men don't want to get married.
That's a lie. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. Men are starving for fucking a thing.
Fatty, if you don't calm your ass down, first off, being a man, you're right, okay? A lot of the young boys do not want to get married either. And y'all know if you ask a young boy why you don't want to get married, the first thing he gonna say is, and even young girls, they're gonna say, because divorce is too expensive. Like, y'all going into marriage thinking about divorce? Mm-hmm. Y'all ain't even went through nothing yet. Y'all ain't even built the foundation before you think about who's gonna tear it down and how. If you want to think like that, if you want to think about divorce and you don't want to get divorced, then find ways to avoid it. Do everything you're supposed to do to avoid divorce.
Well, you know what, too? I ask a lot of young men. I'm like, do you want to get married, or do you just want some pussy? Because it's a big difference. And I tell them, it's like, if you really want to get married, you know the woman you really want to marry, you ain't gonna get her the first time you start talking to a woman. It's that happens real. That's a real small chance you getting the exact right woman the first time you start talking to women. That's very rare. But I asked him, like, do y'all just want box or do y'all want to marry? Because box, I said, you can go get that from any woman if that's what you really want is some box. But if you want marriage, then that's a harder thing to get. And a lot of men that I see and I hear in these spaces is like they don't want to go through the trouble of trying to find a good wife. They just want to complain about not finding a good wife.
Because they don't know what's the benefits of a good wife.
And let them tell you there's no benefits with the modern women. And I'm like, bro, they're not going, women are not going backwards. I always tell men, that's it, women not going backwards. You're not going to get women to be in the house all day, barefoot and pregnant, cooking, cleaning, doing. I said, that's not going to happen. Get over that. It's not going to happen.
Yes, it is. You can get a woman in the house, being a homemaker while you're out there at work.
What I'm saying is this right here, Tyranny, is that to get a homemaker that's a Stepford wife, that don't say nothing, that's absolutely positively submissive, won't challenge you, won't do nothing, just say yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I call cap on that. I said, you don't want that. I tell dudes that, I said, you don't want no Stepford wife. You don't want that chick from coming to America that's barking like a dog. I said, you do not want that. Because after so long, it's like, where's the challenge? And us men, we like challenges. Where's the challenge of a woman that do everything I say? Mm-hmm. You can sit there and say it's quiet, it's peaceful and all that. I'm like, bruh, that's a robot. That's not a human being. That's a robot. And you do not want a robot. You want some type of emotional connection to a woman. You don't, and you talk like you don't want. I'm like, that's a lie, bruh. That's just how I look at what these men be talking about. You say you want a robot, but then you get the robot to do everything you tell her to do, and then you still go mess with a side piece. Like, what was the purpose of getting the robot then?
Exactly. Do you want sex or do you want a wife? And then it's gonna be like, wait, what's the difference?
It's a
when you're
difference.
Exactly. And that's when a good man, a good role model man can say, son, let me tell you what's the good benefits of a good woman. Okay, let me show you what's the difference. Let me take you over here to the hood and let me take you over here around a college where lots of women are out here actually striving to be something amazing.
Yeah, because that's that. When I talk to my son, he be 16 in a couple of weeks, and I tell him that he be going back and forth with these little girls at this school, and I tell him, I'm like, bro, you don't want a real. I said, a girl they gonna give you box just because you play football, you play basketball, and all that. I said, bro, they gonna be there all day, every day. I said, they don't really care about you. They care about your status at their school. I said, the ones that really care about you gonna make sure you go to class, gonna make sure you go to practice, gonna make sure you get enough rest, gonna make sure you straight. You know, I like it's a difference between a real woman and just a girl that says she a woman.
Right, exactly. There's a difference between a boy and a man. There's a difference between a girl and a woman.
Yeah, so you know.
We hungry out here, nigga. We starving.
Stop.
Hey, look,
this is the problem with. I got you, Sean. I'm sorry. This is the problem with like talking about reality, bro. Flora, if she wanted to get married in 6 months, she would pick.
I don't know about that, Fatty, because Flora isn't the one that has to ask a man to marry her. So I don't. Let me see where he's going with this.
Target. She will tell exactly what she wants to hear because she knows what's up.
No, she wouldn't.
She would get married if she actually did it. You guys that are married, you forget the point that your wife was pressuring you for 7 months. Try to say, hey, like you guys are not being the one saying actively, I'm not going to propose to you. You guys push it with the belly, push it with the belly. And when you see no way out, now you give the proof of love to the woman. Now I'm going to marry this woman. The problem with this woman is very easy. Let me finish my point. The problem with this woman is very simple to understand. They are all or nothing. And if they can't get the all, they choose the nothing. But if they want some, they will definitely get married because you know what they do? They fuck up their 20s, they get 2 kids, and then they choose a sucker at their 30s to marry so they actually can marry if they want to.
Does anybody know what the hell Fatty's talking about?
I think I understood what he said.
You say what? What'd you say, Kawhi?
No, I said I think I understood what he said.
What is he saying?
I think he was talking about how, like, in their 20s, women are basically just having lots and lots of sex, getting pregnant, and then that's when they want to get married. So they just want to play the game, they make mistakes or whatever, and then they look for marriage later on in life, but then that's when it's too late.
And that's what I was saying.
I don't know, maybe rewind it back, but that's what I took from it.
I mean, that's what I took from it. But the truth of the matter is, men play the game in they late teens, early 20s too. Just like the women they complain about, the men do the same thing. And it's like you want to put the blame on the women for not acting right, but the men doing the same thing too. So who, like again, like me and Dreadman was saying, who's at fault for a 21-year-old girl acting the way she acting when a 21-year-old man is acting the way he acting? Who's at fault? Because they doing the same thing.
See, so that blame game, I don't really play that because it's not so much as who's at fault. Like how do you pick someone to blame in a two-person's, you know?
That's why I like it. Like when
but now, if it's an older man going after a younger girl, like, bro, what are you doing? You know better. She's learning. You know better.
And that's what I'm about to say. Is like when it's an older man going after a younger woman, you already know what that young woman about, but you hoping that your financial status, your social status can stop her from being 21.
Control her.
Yeah, you can stop her from being a 21-year-old girl, 21-year-old woman, because you making 6 figures, 7 figures. You live in this house and you drive this car and got so much social status, and I'd be like, bro, she's still 21.
Right. Exactly.
She's still 21. She's still gonna do what 21-year-old women do. If she want to settle down and be in the house and doing everything you want her to do, guess what? She will do that. But if she want to still go hang with her friends, she still want to go run the street, she still want to probably mess around with this dude, and this dude, guess what? She's going to do it, and there's nothing you can do to stop her.
Can you and Kawhi hold the conversation for about 5 minutes?
I'll try since you want to talk crazy. But I'll try. All right, Kawhi, what's on your mind? Come talk to me.
Gosh. I'm trying to think. Somebody said something earlier that was a bit weird. I think it was Dread, but why is Dread gone? Like when I want to talk to him, he's gone.
I don't know.
You guys were talking about something. Oh, what was the topic?
I know me and him were talking about the blame game, and why divide and conquer.
Yeah, the God. That's it, right? Like what I was wondering as well is that, so you guys got to an agreement that that Adam basically wronged God twice, right? So he didn't listen to the woman. I mean, he let the woman lead, but then he also didn't listen to God, right?
Right.
But then I would say as well that, like, even though he did 2 sins, Eve doing the 1 sin, she got women got the worst of the punishment.
I would say that I'm not no over religious person. You know, I read scriptures and all that. I know parts of the Bible, but I'm not no over religious person. So if we're saying that Eve got the worst punishment out of the serpent and Adam, I would agree, because she got to go. A woman can literally die having birth to a child. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible. So if we're gonna say that Eve got the worst punishment, I will agree with that.
Yeah, I find that weird.
I mean, like I said, I can't really go into a lot of detail. Like I said, I know the punishment she got, but I can't just elaborate on the punishment. It's just when I talk to people that's real Christian, like want to use the Bible thumpers and all that, I'm like, look, all this could have been avoided. Eve never bit the apple first. That just be my go-to when folks have to try to use the Bible against me. And I'm like, Eve bit the apple first, so who really wrong? But listening to Dread, man, I could agree with that. It's like, yeah, he wronged God too, because he let you as a man, we supposed to be the leader. And I agree with that. We supposed to be the leaders, but a lot of men, especially now, don't want to lead. They want a woman to carry the majority of the weight. And I look at that as like, well, you being less than the man if you want your woman to carry all the weight. But I also blame the woman too for saying, I don't need no man to provide for me. I don't need no man to protect me either. So it's a two-way street. It's like, you get your own money, you got your education and all that. That's fine. That's perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get your education, get your paper up, baby. That's cool. But don't sit up here and get your stuff together and tell the man, I don't need you no more because I can get it myself. All right. So now you got your own shit going on, and now something happened. Now you looking for a man to come save you. And it's like, no, you said you got it. So now I'm not obligated to save you when something going on, because you said you don't need me to save you no more. So it's like a two-way street, because then they come back on the men. It's like, you just gonna let women outdo you, and then you want to talk about a woman needs to submit to me because I'm a man, but you let women outdo you. I look at that like, bro, you a pussy. That's just how I look at it. Like, I ain't finna let, like, the first time my wife made $1 more than me and was throwing that up in my face, I said, I don't give a fuck about your $1. I said, you make $1 more than me at your job. I said, that's fine, that's cool. That's your job. The position you got at your job requires you to make $1 more than me. That's cool. I said, but outside of working your job and me working my job, I make more money than you doing anything else. I bring home more money than you outside of the job. You know what I'm saying? I said, so you could throw that $1 in my face that you make, and I'm happy for you. But I said, that don't stop me from being no man, because I'm gonna make more money than you anyway. That's in my nature to be the provider and protector. I'm not gonna let you just make $1 more than me and throw it up in my face and sit there and say, you got it, you can do it, I ain't even gonna worry about it. No, I'm gonna get on your ass and I got it. Don't you worry about it. Keep your $1. I got you. And I think a lot of men is like, well, since she talking shit, I'm gonna let her run shit. And it's like, well, then you being less than the man because you feel like, I'm gonna let her run shit. I ain't gonna do shit. But then you looking like a pussy because you not owning up to what a man supposed to be.
That's true. I agree with that. Yeah, because like the only way she could actually even gain a foot over the man, it would be because he let her. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like you allow, like if she make more money than you, that's because of the jobs y'all in. It ain't because she worked harder than you. It's just the position she got over the position you got. But if you sit her and say, and you're gonna be fine with that and let her throw that up in your face, then I'm gonna say, bruh, you weak as water for letting her throw that up in your face and you ain't doing nothing to combat it. Not in no aggressive, angry way, but you just like, you a man. You supposed like, bruh, you made your money. That's your money. Cool. Get your money, baby. I'm not gonna stop you from getting your money. But I make money too, and I'm gonna make money in more ways than you gonna make money. So when your little $1, your 4 quarter, 10 dimes is gone in the wind, I done made $5 more while you made that $1.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you still gonna be looking for me to spend them $5 I made over that $1 you got over me at this job.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I mean, but I digress because I can't tell men that right there without them getting angry and saying, "Oh, you a feminist? Oh, you ride with women?" Like I look at it on both sides. Because if I tell the women like, "All right, you sitting up here talking about you don't need no provision and protecting," that's just like with the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case. I'm like, I told my daughter, I said, "There's no way Megan Thee Stallion claim she a savage and this, that, and the third, and then be crying, talking about she need help. She needs support." I'm like, nah, you a savage, remember? You don't
Right.
you can take care of yourself. So why are you crying for help if you a savage? And I tell a lot of women that too, like, don't be crying about you need help from a man or something like that when you sitting up and saying I'm better than a man. It's like, what man gonna save you?
Okay.
Don't no man want to try to save a woman that swears she better than a man. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, but it is what it is. But you talk to me. I like your voice. Go on, keep talking.
Oh no, please. Oh my gosh. This accent is gonna be the death of me, I swear.
So that's a English accent, London.
Yeah. From London. But obviously I get a lot of let's say, I wouldn't say negativity, but it's quite a posh one. It's not like, okay, so let me put it on. I'm not talking like this, yeah? Like I'm not in it. Like I'm not talking like this in it, bruv. So because I'm not talking like that, I get
hello, governor, and all that right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. More upscale, more upscale.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not even upscale. Like I get that a lot, but I just articulate my words. But I have it in me. Like, yeah, like if I get really angry. But then again, to be honest, if I get really mad, my Caribbean comes out really. I go into my Caribbean accent.
So you're part Caribbean, part English?
No, I'm Caribbean. Full Caribbean.
Full Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just born here. My mom was born here and I was born here.
Oh, okay. So you are Caribbean, London. I don't know. I don't even know what
I'm Black British. So it's
Black
just
British. Okay, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. Okay.
All right, you guys. I'm so sorry.
You can go back,
Okay,
man.
Tierney.
You can go back, man. For while talk. You can go back. You can go back and do what you're doing.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll be back. Silent.
Nah, come on. Go on, play video. Go on, play
I just
video.
heard some freaking good news. Kauai, we know, because we know what was good with the no. But I got some results back and they came back negative, girl. It's going to be a motherfucking wrap, bro. I am
awesome.
Yes, I have my... Yes!
I'm happy for you, girl. Yes.
I just want to let y'all know, like, I love my children. I would do anything for my children. I was on a show the other day, which you guys should definitely go and check it out when you can, okay? These guys right here. But one of the guys, Mr. Walker, the one over here by Kendra G, he had said that I would have a better luck with men if I gave the children to their father. That way, when I go and meet men, it'll be a bigger pool.
Wow.
I would never give away my children just to get with a man. Do y'all see what I mean when I say I want a partner?
Well, I mean, I heard that a couple of times that it's best for if y'all not together to give the children to the father.
And I think that's bussy talk. I think that's bussy talk. No way in hell I'm gonna give our kids away to a man just to get a man. A man for what?
I don't know that, Charity, because the few times me and my wife then got into it, and we were talking about separating and all that right there. I was like, well, give me my keys. I'll take my keys.
You said that out of spite. You didn't say that because you just really want them darn kids. Stop playing with me, bro.
I put it like this. My son, I always, like, when I was little, my mama told me, I can't raise you to be no man. Only a man can raise a man. So when it came down to my son, I was like, look here. I need my son because you're not going to raise him right. You might show him what a woman likes in a man, but I'm gonna show him what it takes for a man to be a man. And I said, you're not gonna be able to do that. So I'd rather have him so I can teach him how to be a man and send him out in the world, and for you to just tell him what women like in a man and send him out to the world because he might be a sucker around, some point in time.
Yeah,
so
I don't agree with that. I'm sorry, but this world is wicked, and I hear what you're saying, Big Dog. I hear what you're saying. I believe that the children should be with the mother and father. I absolutely do not agree with the world having men raise children. And that's going to be a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Imagine a world where men raise children. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It sounds like just a whole bunch of soldiers. No heart, no feeling. Just a whole bunch of little Nazis walking around.
Nah, Tune. I ain't gonna say they won't have no emotion. It's just that you'll be able, as a man, you'll be able to control your emotions better than a woman. Because women are. Wait a minute. Women are more emotional than men, right or wrong?
Wrong. You just said that you didn't know how to have a communication, so you went off
because I would raise a fight.
Big Dog, you heard your argument, sir.
But watch this though. I would raise a fight by women. Women told me to fight. So it's like whether it was a man, whether it was a boy or a girl.
It wasn't to fight the woman though. It was to fight for yourself. But you guys
tyranny. My great grandmother told me to bop a female in the mouth if she got wrong.
That is horrible. That was me and my wife got talking about yesterday. Like how I would raise her, how she would raise. Like my great grandmother, when I was younger, she set the bar for how me, my brother, and my cousins was raised. She was the one that would cuss everybody out in the house. She was the one that would toting pistols in her bra. She was the one that would get on everybody's ass. So we were looking at that like, all right, and she would tell us, if a female get wrong with you, hit her in the mouth. She'll stop. So when I got of age, I was like, I can't do that because I don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I did because I didn't want to go to jail. I said, you can break up me if I go cheat, but I ain't finna go to jail because I cheated. All right then. Well, yeah, I've heard some women tell that to their sons, excuse me. And I would just be like, girl, your son gonna end up in jail. Because a policeman don't see it that way. The law doesn't see it that way. The law doesn't say if you argue, you have the right to punch her in the mouth. The law says if you put your hands on her, I will lock your ass up.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I ain't never do it. I agree.
Good. And this ain't towards you. Like my sister would teach her sons that if she hits you, you better hit her back. At the age of 7?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't teaching my kid. He ain't gonna be no punk. No, a real man knows when to walk away. That's the difference in the roles.
And see, that's why I tell my son, is like, bro, you ain't got to do nothing to no woman. All you got to do is watch. So it's different from how I was raised by women telling me to hit a woman in the mouth if she say something wrong, to how I'm looking at my son is like, bro, you can walk away if you want to, but you ain't got to sit there and hear her fussing and fighting and all that. Right?
It's not even if you want to, big dog. You walk away because you have to. Because why? What happens, son, if you don't walk away? You're going to get angry and you're going to resort to doing something violent. So, son, ain't no other option. You have to walk away.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I probably should have said that instead of what I was saying. But yeah, I'm teaching him that. Like, it ain't necessary to stay in no relationship with a female that constantly talking crazy. If you don't like it, walk away. If you don't like what she's saying, walk away. If you don't like what she's doing, walk away. You can go get another female. It ain't that hard.
Absolutely. So, I love you guys. You guys have been fucking amazing. But I'm gonna go celebrate this good news, you guys. I'm about to cry. I can't look like no weak bitch online. I'm not gonna cry in front of you niggas. But woo, I'm excited, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna be making another short. All right. And y'all have anything else y'all want to say before we end the stream?
No, just thank you for having me up here. It was a great stream, and congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate the time, too.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate y'all. Ladies, there's a woman for every man. There's a man for every woman. But the type of woman that Granville want, we're going to dedicate this to her.
Ready,
whoever you is, girl,
Let
be
me
out
do
there
this.
waiting on it. Okay? Get it. They don't want no good woman, they want a hoe. They don't want no good woman, they want a straight. So we gonna give them niggas what they want. It's a project.
This is for Deshawn, East Lawn, Lil Mama and her friends. Lisa, Teresa, Maria, Tia, Leah, and Kim. I love y'all bros. No disrespect to my dogs, but I love y'all bros. Yeah, I love y'all bros. To the ladies having babies without no drama. To my niggas, what figures say I love my baby mama. I bought them shoes, them tattoos, and even fix your breasts. I put you inside the flash ride, put an S on your chest.
This is for the ones who out with it and be putting their mouth on it and suck everything out of it, then they catch it and swallow it. I'm Lil Weezy for Sheezy, I'm off the heezy, believe me, see me, I squeeze in between it and then I leave it so greasy. When I come through in a Rolls Royce, leave them with no choice, put the hop up in it, then just let me make they throat moist. Blueberry and blacker, it just carry a nigga. Give me 3 minutes, maybe 4, she be wanna marry a nigga.
Give me a project bitch, give me a hood rat chick, one that don't give a fuck, and say she took that dick. Give me a project chick, give me a hood rat bitch, one that don't give a fuck, and say she took